Listen to the audio book. Listen to the audio book. It's perfect, bro. One of the best right now. I listen to.
I've been hearing about it too. People like, yo, like I read the book, but I gotta listen to it. Like,
yeah, listen to it. Definitely listen to it. And then he does like the voices of like his homeboys or like certain people. Is fucking funny as hell.
So he knows how to do Havoc's voice.
Yeah, yes.
It's crazy because I think Havoc's even shorter than Prodigy.
So he 4'11"?
Hey, don't disrespect one of the greatest producers of all time. But yeah, he like 5'4", I think, or some shit, 5'5".
With the voice
I think my girl used to work in when I first met her, she was working in the office, like Sun worked or some shit like that. Like she was like, "Yo, is my name Havoc?" And I'm like, "Mom, Jeep Havoc?" She's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh shit, oh yeah, you know." Like if I saw Havoc, I'm like, "Oh shit, like it's good." But I don't know his son. I was like, "Oh no, that's what's up though." Man, rest in peace to Prodigy.
Yeah,
Show your work, volume
Prodigy,
18.
man.
Show your volume 18. We were just having a nice conversation pre-production about the rabbit hole of New York rap, and a bunch of other things that we're gonna talk about on the pod today. But of course, it's yours truly, Nelson. I mean, I'm here with my co-host, the producer,
Nobody likes
Beijing Kid.
All that. Nobody likes Fat Joe except for DJ Khaled.
Yo, we gonna have that discussion over here again because it's true.
Nobody likes Fat Joe, bro. It's documented. And people have said they met him and they hate him.
And Khaled got legit Jamaica ties, but we can talk about that too for another time. Yeah, he do. That's why people be joking on Khaled, and I'm like, nah. But if you see them YouTube videos of Khaled like doing the dub plates at Jamaica Festival, like he was going crazy, bro. He was putting Bounty Killer over Jigga my word I ain't supposed to say, and that shit sounded crazy, bro. He was putting Capleton over like LP beats and shit.
Nah, he definitely is embodied, I guess, in the culture as well, because he go to Jamaica like every day.
Yeah, damn. They be saying too. They was tweeting like, that DJ Khaled like he good in Jamaica. Like he was shots for Christ's sake. Like you can't like he good.
Lion.
But yeah, I want my co-host Banks,
aka Trey Miguel,
aka Banks Song.
AKA, you about to get kicked out, Marcel. Go ahead.
Nelson. That motherfucker spoiling, man. We have a special guest back again. Front of the show as always, because once you on this show, we don't bring people on the show just to bring people on the show. If you were legit for the show, you come on the show. You here, always welcome. He came back to the crib, sat down, had a beer. Always drink of his choice, but we're here. Marcel, what's good, bro?
What's good? Thank you for having me back on the show. Appreciate it.
Of course. So, so we back. We got our logistics fixed. Because I'm adapting to my new city, and we gonna record every day on Thursday. So if you listening to this, we have the YouTube link live. So we'll be recording on Thursday nights, and then most likely we'll have it out by the end of the weekend. Depending on, because Banks is a big man. Banks is the alchemist, so he be producing people's whole podcast and shit.
Hey, but it's 24 hours in a day, and I use all probably 18 of them.
He does though. As long as I send that description, Banks got the podcast ready to go out. So
absolutely,
most definitely. So, but yeah, man. So let's get into we got a lot to talk about actually. With the NBA, the Olympics being the Olympics. Got some wrestling, of course, that everybody loves what we like to talk about because you can't be listening to white people talk about some damn wrestling, but let's get into the NBA talk first, man. I texted Banks on the record. I told Marcel this, pre-production, but the basketball gods have been smiling on certain NBA players that most of you, well, no, I won't say most of you, because most folk wrote out of the NBA lexicon, so to speak. I'm using big words today. My phone just got out of work, so. But, for one, Carmelo Anthony, top 10 in scoring. Y'all wrote him out the league for a year and a half, and he's still getting top 10 in scoring, and will probably be close to Shaq if he didn't miss that year and a half. But But yeah, Melo the other night passed. He's officially number 10, passed Hakeem Olajuwon, and I think he's only like a couple hundred points behind Moses Malone, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So
maybe less than 1,000, somewhere around that.
yeah, he's at. I'm gonna look at the post right now. I'm gonna look at his point. Melo's point total. Oh, look at that. Look at my producer. Well, he's not my producer. He's the producer of this show. Excuse me. I don't do that to people. But let's see. So he has 27,318 right now, and Moses Malone is at 27,409. He's only 81 points behind. So he could break that by the end. He may hit the number by the end of this year. Then he's got about 1,000 to get to Shaq. So
shout out to Melo, man. I ruled that man out a year ago. I definitely did. But
oh man, you was one of them.
Hey man, it was a very toxic person. I think he didn't want to be the back burner. He just still wanted to be Melo, but he came to himself and he's like, all right, I'm just gonna play my role, and that's what he's doing. So hey, shout out to Melo.
Okay, thanks. What you got to say?
Honestly, like you said, if he didn't miss that year or so when the Rockets or Daryl Morey fat ass got rid of him, he definitely would have climbed up faster. But this is predication to never give up. I also got that clip ready that you sent me too when he had the speech about him. Because we thought he was about to be out the league. Like most people thought it was over with because nobody picked him up. And shouts out to Trailblazers for picking him up. And he got his chance, but I'll bring up the clip in 1 second. I was looking actually for the overall top 10 in scoring, but maybe I got to go to Basketball Reference.
I got it for you right now. Actually, I'm gonna send it to you through text if you want to put it there. I don't know if that works at Twitter.
Probably be Twitter.
I got you.
Here we go. I got you, brother. Don't even worry about it. And then after that, I'll play the video clip as well that we got with him talking about it. So, per NBA, let me know if you can see it. If you can see it, that means the audience can see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, cool. So,
yeah, so he's number 10. He's at 27,334, which he's only 75 behind Moses Malone. So probably by what's today? May 6th. So probably in the next week he'll pass Moses Malone, and then he'll be about 1,000 behind Shaq. Which, if he plays about a year or two, he'll definitely pass Shaq and probably finish right under Wilt. Which, like I said, being that he not missed that year and a half, he probably would have passed Wilt or passed Dirk even. Even if he was playing at a bench or at the clip he was playing right now with the minutes and points per game. So
yeah, he definitely would have hit that 6th spot if he would have played that full season with the Rockets. And then didn't miss like those couple of months of that year. He definitely would have hit, especially if he played in the East. I mean, shit, if he played in the East right now, he'd probably be at Dirk level and he missed that year. So he probably would have hit that probably last season, honestly, if he played in the East. But
it's just another, like I always said, man. I said it earlier when we started this podcast. I'll say it now. I'm never gonna forgive the nerds for writing out Carmelo Anthony because they use fake analytics. They say he didn't fit, and you know what? I'm glad that even though he dealt with the bullshit he he stuck to himself. He went back in the gym, did a little bit of you time because sometimes we all need me time to get the best, to be the best us. You feel me? So he knew what he needed to do, and fortunately, I think if I remember correctly, Dame Lillard kind of started the traction of Melo going to Portland because they wanted to get him before he went to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm glad that, Dame kind of stuck with it and got Melo to Portland. So I appreciate Dame Lillard for that. And, man, shout out to Melo, man.
Shout out to Melo, man. Shout out to Melo.
Gave your favorite player the drugs, probably, and is one of the greatest scorers of all time. Like I can't say it enough, and that's not because I'm from New York and yeah, he went to Q's and I followed him since the Oak Hill days when they were playing on ESPN because that's how good of a team that was. But
Yep.
I mean, the man's a fucking baller, man. Like he just and the best and he's the fucking #1 Olympian in USA basketball history. Like
That's true.
you can't take that away from him. So, shout out to Melo, most definitely. And I'll be I would love if he passed Shaq. That would be dope. So they could, because like people were trying to write him out, and I said, nobody. I think everybody who's in the top 15 in scoring is in the Hall of Fame, if I remember correctly. Because if you go down to like 20, Banks, if you can. Elvin Hayes is in the Hall of Fame. Elijah's in the Hall of Fame. Tim Duncan's about to be in the Hall of Fame. Paul Pierce will probably get in the Hall of Fame. Vince Carter, he'll probably get in the Hall of Fame for Toronto. And then Alex English. I think Alex English is in the Hall of Fame. He was nice too.
Let's see. They play for the Nuggets, right?
Play for the Nuggets, yeah.
Let me see.
That Duke of ball too. He was an ill scorer.
If you won't see on your end, because NBA.com doesn't have if he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you probably have to look that up.
You probably got your Basketball Reference or.
I wish Basketball Reference had an actual app. That'd be great.
I got you right now. Actually, no. Yeah, he got in. Alex English got into the Hall of Fame
in the 90s.
I'm trying to see. Actually, it doesn't show for some reason. He's in the College Hall of Fame. I know that.
97.
97. Okay, so yeah, he's in. Reggie Miller. I don't know. Is Reggie Miller in yet?
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame, and I question that all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody in the top. Yeah, like people were saying, like, yeah, if Melo cracks the top 10, he's in the Hall of Fame. I said he was a Hall of Famer anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, this did nothing but help his case because it shows that if you could literally, this is an inspiration to all young people. Like, yo, listen, man, if you out the league, bro, just stay in the gym and keep working, and you're gonna get signed. Anybody could use a guy like Carmelo Anthony off the bench. Anybody could use a guy like Carmelo Anthony in general. So, most definitely, shout out to Melo. Peace and love. You know what I'm saying?
Most people don't know.
Arm, leg, arm, head.
Most people don't know shit about basketball. He a 10-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA second team, 4-time All-NBA third team selection. And they said NCAA champion, NCAA Final Four most outstanding player. Come on. And they said he ain't a Hall of Famer, but
four-time Olympic medal. I mean, yeah, he won the bronze. LeBron didn't want to play rookies, but 3-time gold medalist, leader in games played, points scored. I think he's the leader, like almost in every statistical category in the Olympics for men's USA basketball. So I don't want to hear that shit.
He should have won the Rookie of the Year, but hey.
I said that too.
He should have won Rookie of the Year. Yeah,
it shouldn't have been Cole. It shouldn't have been Cole Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, most definitely, because he got Denver to the playoffs, which they were a 17-win team, and they ended up. I think they won 40. They won they were a 500 team that year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but definitely shout out to Melo. But
it's insane he only has one scoring title. I feel like he shouldn't have had at least 4.
Yeah, definitely. He's always been in the top 5, and there's always the one person who has a ridiculous season. So, but he's a career 24 point per. I mean, what is he career 23.9? Actually, has it. If you scroll down, it should show it. Does it show it points per game or no?
No, but I can go back and look. Oh, actually, that NBA.com will have it up. So, that's his current average. Damn, he only averaged 13 this season?
Which is crazy, yet. If you look at his career.
It's efficient, though, I would guess, right?
Points per game. Career. Yeah, he's averaging a career 23 points.
Okay.
That's solid.
I was just about to say 23.
He's averaging career statistics. I'll show you right now. 23.6. You tell me a career 20.6 points per game player can make the whole thing?
Right.
That's solid.
Come on. Like, come on, son. And his playoff is about the same too, because career playoffs it's 23.6 also. Or 23.9 in the playoffs actually. So, but listen, man, you nerds could all keep writing people out all you want, but only the real know about the legend that's Carmelo Anthony. And that Denver Nuggets jersey went triple platinum in the hood. So,
bruh, everybody had it. Smokers, little kids.
That powder blue Carmelo Anthony jersey was doing DMX and 98 numbers when that jersey came out, bro.
Speaking of that, I actually have a Carmelo jersey in my closet.
I have the same one. I got the powder blue.
I got the home jersey one, the white joint.
The white.
Yeah.
I got the powder blue Nike Swingman from back in the day.
Man, we got the Swingman. I got the Reebok.
Ooh.
It's cool. It's all right.
It's this though. It's this though. It's this.
Nah.
Dang, dog. Banks on a jersey.
That nigga.
Shit, that's crazy.
Oh, always. As a person that collect jerseys, that nigga walking around with the Super Saiyan vest on.
Hey, that's crazy. That I collect jerseys too. So, we're gonna talk about that later, Banks.
Definitely.
Me too. Me too. I got a whole box. I haven't opened yet.
We might have to do a jersey exchange like the players be doing.
Oh, most definitely. I got some custom jerseys in here too, man.
Oh, this nigga here got the Light Mike, the Calvin Cambridge.
Nah. That's nasty.
Marcel got the Carmelo jersey. He had a Ray Charles when he was at Grammys.
Nah, bro, that's disgusting. Nah.
You ever seen that picture? You ever seen that jersey? You ever seen that jersey? Oh my
Which one?
Pick up all that shit up. The jersey that Carmelo Anthony had, I think he was at like a BT Awards or some shit, and it was black, and it had like pictures of Ray Charles. Like they glued that shit onto like construction paper. Hold on, I'm a little.
No, I got you. I got you right now, champion. Oh shit! I remember this.
You remember
put on this green.
Bro, Marcel gonna cry laughing, bro.
I remember this before your time, Marcel.
This is young Carmelo. This is when he had the Jesus and Melo picture.
Yeah, I just saw that picture surface on Twitter though.
Yo, it was the BET Awards.
Yo, the mid 2000s was different.
Do you remember the Carmelo episode of MTV Cribs where he had the picture on his wall of him playing ball with Jesus?
Yeah, I need that on my wall. Like the feet was messed. The feet was stapled or whatever it was.
Yo, put that picture up. And that picture's on some good Google. Marcel, this shit was crazy.
Oh, this definitely ain't him. What the fuck?
Jesus Carmelo, put MTV Cribs. Man.
Yeah, this a mob boss,
got no
bro.
context. That shit got no context, bro. That's the picture.
I said, what the fuck is
shit up. Marcel, look at this shit, bro. This is the shit we don't see us. Bro, I'm drinking this. I'm trying not to piss right now, bro. I'm fucking crying, bro.
That's every hood nigga do that shit.
I'll think about how MTV Cribs, Carmelo Anthony had to pay him himself, holding the basketball back to back with Jesus, holding the earth like a basketball, both standing in a pool of blood.
Oh my god, bro. That is
Carmelo
funny.
really got it back in blood. Carmelo really poo Sheisty.
Oh my god, bro. And speaking of
with the
Carmelo,
Jordans.
With the Jordans.
Oh, this is like my time. It's a show called Ned Declassified. It came on Nickelodeon.
Yes, bro. I remember that episode.
Yeah, and they found a pair of signed Carmelos. So, hey, man. Carmelo on TV shows and shit, man. Yeah, you gotta get a man his flowers.
Was fucking funny, bro. Yeah.
Y'all remember
Yeah,
this?
bro.
I'm in tears, bro. I'm in tears, bro.
Bro, my sister. So long, yo, my sister used to watch that show, right? Because I was. This must have been like '05, right, when this happened. Because
Yeah, this is
you were
like
little.
05,
So
06, yeah.
I was like in high school. So like my sister used to watch like that was like the iCarly like Nesbitt Classified. So like my sister used to watch it. Like I used to watch it because what homie's name the black kid Cookie. That motherfucker was funny, bro.
Cookie, yeah.
That he was hilarious. And I remember watching. I was like, Carmelo Anthony. What the fuck is Carmelo Anthony doing on the show? That about to be the article. That should be the article of this episode.
No, that is. I'm getting on the cover right now.
Oh my god.
I think your girl watching Marcel.
Oh, that ain't my girl. That's my best friend, man. Latasha, my dog.
Shouts out Latasha.
I gotta mute my mic for Tuesday. Y'all could talk. I got a burp and shit because I've been laughing so fucking
Oh
hard.
my god, bro. That picture is hilarious, bro. And
that's definitely the cover.
Also, shout out Carmelo for being on that DVD back in the day. I forgot what it's called though.
The Stop Snitching DVD.
Not snitching.
Stop snitching.
Yeah. He had the shirt too. He was rocking the shirt. He was rocking
Warner
the
brother.
shirt to games and shit. Warner, bro. You know he got the WB tattoo, right?
WB tattoo on him, yeah.
Yeah, it's West Baltimore though, but it's the same thing.
It's a WB. Bro. If you see the police, Warner brother.
That shirt, bro. That shit was selling like.
I didn't know Lala was full Puerto Rican, bro. I thought she was black.
Nah, she Puerto Rican.
Put your kufi on, brother, if you want to.
You right about that? Yeah.
I mean, Mellow half, so.
Yeah.
And he's from Red. He's from Red, so. But it's funny. My girl grew up like right where he grew up, but like she's my age, obviously. But like the projects he talks about, like the area he talks about, like. Damn, but we really going through.
Nah, I'm still down on that goddamn Jesus Carmelo picture, bro. That got me dead.
Bro, why they look like Pooh, Sheisty, and Lil Durk Back in Blood video?
Oh, bro.
All right. In the meantime, I'll play the video that we got Melo talking about being top 10 in scoring.
That's hilarious. We literally just talked about the pop culture moments, and now we talking about him being top 10.
That shit's funny.
Hey, he went platinum in the hood, bro.
A couple years ago, I didn't think I was gonna be in this moment. I'm just excited. I bring a lot to the court. Basketball is a game of fun. If you ain't having fun, then ain't no need for you to be playing.
Melo, ISO against Gallinari. Here's the three. Carmelo Anthony, number 10 all time. You really ready for war? You really want to plug? You really want some bricks that should.
All right, I don't want us to get taken off YouTube, so I played as much as I could. I was like, "Oh yeah."
I know Carmelo Anthony, an unproblematic, half Puerto Rican man, because he got his braids back with no problem.
He did.
Yeah, his shit definitely did. His hairline never went away, bro.
He ain't lose his hairline. Like, never mind.
So you saying LeBron problematic? That's why he lost his hairline?
No, he just.
Or you talking about Fat Joe? Because Fat Joe went bald like as soon as the shit is real came out.
Bro, Fat Joe went bald in 1994.
Yeah, I've never seen Fat Joe with hair, bro, ever.
Fat Joe had the Doc Rivers for like 1 year.
The Doc Rivers.
The ball fade with the Beijing, a little bit of hint of Beijing, sprinkle that shit like parsley.
The Doc Rivers, bro. That's funny.
He got the like when you put soft French fries hair. It's like there, but it's not there.
It's not Blake's fault. It's not Blake's fault.
Fuck out of here. But like, yeah. Let's move on, man. Nah, bro. Never mind. I ain't gonna say no more Doc Rivers jokes because they tied to a certain person, a certain woman. I'm not doing that.
I don't know about that. I'm about to say Austin Rivers gonna try to run your fade.
Nah, man. Austin Rivers, that's crazy. Anyway, let's move on to another player. The basketball guys I've been showing love to. The one and only. You gotta play. You should play Poison. Every Rose has its thorn. While the instrumental. Now I'm playing, but shout out to Derrick Rose, man.
The fucking legend.
Shout out to D Rose, man. Definitely shout that man out. He had a tough career, but
listen, man. Now I got
the youngest MVP ever.
The guy. Y'all already know how I feel about D Rose. Y'all go ahead and talk.
10 years. I think it was Monday actually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. It was 10 years to the day he wins the MVP. He's playing for New York the second time, and where were they playing? Memphis. See how God works?
Yeah. And that's exactly where he played college ball.
College ball.
College. Yep. So it was just crazy for that to happen. But as a Knicks fan, I'm not going to lie. I know people kind of shit on him about his year with the Knicks. I think he just was not in the best place mentally. You know what happened with the whole case with him, allegedly. And then I think just him getting traded out of Chicago really fucked him up.
Mm-hmm.
And he still had a good year, which is crazy. He still had a decent year. Like the Knicks weren't. That was the beginning of the end for the Knicks in their decline till when they were really bad the last couple of years. But he still had a decent year.
Yeah, so that year he went from averaging, after coming back from the injury, he was averaging, I think, about where he is now, 18 points per game. I can look it up as well, but I know it was somewhere between 18 and 21 when he was with the Knicks. And so getting into that new system, because that was like, well, that was a trade during the summertime, but trying to adapt to that system. Mike Brown was the coach, right? Not Mike Brown.
16, 17, it was. Oh, I'm trying to pull it up right now. No, Hornets. That was Hornets, I think, first year. Yeah, that was Hornets' first year. He averaged 18 points exactly and 4.4 assists.
Yeah, so that's basically his not career average, but that's what he's been averaging ever since then. Like every single team he's been through, except for the Cavs. And the Cavs, when he was on there until he got traded, he was only averaging like 6 points. But then he went to Detroit after that and put up about 18 or so. Remember 2 years ago, he was like 40% from the 3-point line for that short period of time.
Yeah, he was on Minnesota too. He got traded from Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Then he went to Utah, and then Utah cut him like in a week, and then he didn't play for like almost the whole year. Then he played the last week of the season with Minnesota, and then the year after that was when he had the 50-point game.
That was crazy.
Damn, I forgot all about that. That's when he was crying.
When he was crying, yeah.
I almost shed a tear too, bro. That was a special moment here.
I was happy for him too. And then he went to Detroit. And then he was with Detroit again, and then he got traded to the Knicks.
Damn, I forgot all about that. Shouts out to Coach Tibbs, man. Coach Tibbs, really, you gotta love. If you can't find somebody that loves you the way Coach Tibbs loves D Rose, then you're not in the right relationship.
Taj Gibson. And it's crazy.
No, he did. Look, if Joakim Noah fucking knees wasn't pulled pork, he definitely would be on the Knicks right now.
Pork is crazy.
Pulled pork.
And I love Joakim. I had a Joakim jersey. I don't know what happened to that bit, but I love Joakim.
Why did you have a Joakim Noah jersey?
Because it's Bulls all the way, bro. That's why. Joakim was the best player when he was all NBA first team. When was that? 2016, 17? That's why.
Can't even tell you.
No, that was 2016 before he went to the Knicks, if I'm not mistaken. They traded him and D Rose.
I ain't talking about that fucking joke. I'm not talking about Joakim Noah. We talking about Derrick fucking Rose, bro. Nah, really, no funny shit.
But it coincides.
I guess. What, y'all thought I was gonna defend him because he's like half Puerto Rican? Okay.
Who, D Rose?
Nah, Joe
I
Carmelo.
joking.
I was about to say.
Derrick Rose being Puerto Rican would be that'd be a shocker to me. But nah, man. I'm not gonna lie. When the Knicks were gonna trade for him, I'm not gonna lie. I was wrong because I was just like, because that's when Quickly was really, Quickly was really starting. That was like that first week where Quickly was going crazy, and I was like, all right, cool. Like Quickly could go crazy. We get off for Payton on the bench. Bring Frankie Ntilikina, give Frankie Ntilikina some minutes. Like, why are we trading for Derrick Rose? Respectfully. And then he came at a really good time because then Quickly kind of hit the wall. It took him a little bit to get used to the team, to get used to the system. And then he started showing out. He's been playing really well all year. The only really bad stretch where he didn't play too well was after he got COVID. Because remember, he got COVID right before the All-Star break. So he only really missed, technically, I think it was 5-6 games.
Yeah.
But then the All-Star break was a little long. And then, the All-Star break doesn't, once it's over Sunday, they don't start till Thursday. And then he played terrible for like 4 or 5 games, but then he's been good ever since. And I actually have some numbers up in regards to Derrick Rose's stats since the Knicks traded for him. I'm going to bring them up right now. Y'all can talk while I bring those up, but.
Okay. So usually when you see a player going back to a team that he used to play for, sometimes that might be like, all right, he's just playing out the rest of his career at this point, and maybe he might be a journeyman. I feel like it's happened before, if not recent, with a couple players, but I can't think of it. So when D Rose initially went to the Knicks, I thought he would go to the Clippers instead because they were needing of a point guard, and I think he'll definitely benefit them. Well, he's benefiting the Knicks right now, but if he would have went to the Clippers, I think that definitely would have helped them as well because, they saving Rondo for the playoffs. But with the Knicks, like I was telling Nelson, you need somebody to bring the ball up, and then you got to move faster because they were already moving faster during the games, running up and down the court, which you're supposed to have with a Knicks team. Like they for the past couple of years, because they had so many draft picks. With these younger players, it's like, all right, man, make them run. And this season, obviously, they're doing that a lot. But with a D Rose, you would think somebody that might be trying to slow down his game a little bit and play more point guard. Essentially, that's what he's doing now. He's playing more so the older point guard, not driving like he used to like 100 times during the play, but his shot selection is way better. And, I mean, it's been like that since he's with the Pistons, or probably with the Timberwolves, but definitely with the Pistons, where he's playing way smarter than before and just not going off athleticism. So for him now, I think since, if I'm not mistaken, they were like what, 7 and something, like 7 and 10 before they got D Rose, but now they like shit. They don't before Chris Paul.
They've been 21 and 8
since they got him.
Yeah, so they're actually right. I'll verify the record. So the Knicks, I mean, this is before last night's game with Denver, which they lost. So this was before the game. The Knicks were 21 and 8 with Derrick Rose. Granted, obviously they lost last night. The Knicks are 21 and 9 since the Derrick Rose trade. But actually with Derrick Rose playing. So that means their record at the time was they were under 500 when they got Derrick Rose. I remember because there was a weird stretch where they were like 8 and 14 or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So they've played really well since they came in, and their plus minus when Rose is on the court, their plus and minus before last night is 105 total. They outscored opponents by 105 points when Derrick Rose was on the court. And in the last 8 games going into last night, he was averaging 19.5 points per game, 4.8 assists on 59.4 field goal percentage, and 50% from three. Mind you, Derrick Rose's jump shot was broken. So
Absolutely.
He has a much more respectable jump shot. And he's just a smarter guy. He knows when to have his burst of speed because he kind of still has that every once in a while. But he's just a more calculated player. And, he's been playing really well. I mean, if you really think about it, with the Knicks, if it's not Julius Randle, it's really Derrick Rose.
That's the second option.
And Quickly's had his spurts, of course. He kind of hit the rookie wall. He does every couple games because obviously that's growing pains as an NBA player. But listen, man, D-Rose deserves all his flowers, and I'm happy that he's doing well. Even I don't give a shit if he played in Detroit. I still would have been happy for him. But I guess as a Knicks fan, I feel a little bit more happy now that he's playing well and playing consistently well too.
Well,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marcel.
I was like, yeah, man. I give you D-Rose his flowers. When D-Rose came in the league, it was we never seen a point guard play so aggressive and so flashy and dunking on people like that. And in the hoods and people my age, we look up to D-Rose. Niggas buying his jerseys, shoes. He was just a crazy player that people just love and want to see more of. And it was unfortunate that he tore both his ACLs. And, people wasn't like, oh man, D-Rose is down. Like down, he's never be the same. Of course, probably not gonna be in the league no more when he tore his ACLs. But he proved himself that he can play. He can still play and be more conservative with his body and actually play like a quote unquote true point guard. But yeah, give D-Rose his flowers, man. I love D-Rose.
Hey man, like Derrick Rose said the other day on Monday, a lot of love here, man.
Hold on, I got it right now. All praise be to the Most High.
Hello, Derek, Mike Breen, and Clyde Frazier with you. Another just tremendous performance from this team. From yourself. From yourself.
What's up, y'all? What up? My bad.
No.
A lot of love here, man.
All good, Derek.
Well, that's not the clip, but still.
Now that was the clip. That was it. He says at the end because he was getting interviewed on World Wide West be fucking hugging everybody like they went because he was hyped. So
the older black man hug.
Yeah, most definitely. But shout out to Derrick Rose. And our third player that deserves all his flowers is one player that everybody. How do I get into this?
You want me to do it?
You know what, Banks? Go ahead, man.
Y'all know shit about basketball. Y'all motherfuckers that be up here talking about Russell Westbrook and all that. Y'all know shit about basketball. Yeah, he got to a totally new system, even though he's familiar with Scott Brooks. He got to a totally new system with younger players. He had to figure it out. The first couple games he played, they said he had a torn, thigh or a torn calf muscle, whatever he had. So he was hurt. Played on that. We just found out this past week it was tore, and he played on it too. So he had to get himself warmed up. I think ever since the All-Star game, triple-double. Another 4. Look, this is 4th triple-double season.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then people just like overlooking it, I guess, because it's just like we so used to seeing him do greatness, or we just so used to seeing it now. Everybody like, oh, okay, it's just another season. Like, bruh, I don't care what year, what decades you play. 4 triple-double one triple-double season was insane when he won MVP in 2017. But doing it 4 times, come on, bro. And he only like a 6'2" point guard doing that. And you talk about somebody else that takes no plays off at all. No plays off. And getting another triple-double. Come on, man. He did it in the West 3 times. He did it and now he doing it in the East again.
Cut that promo, Banks. Keep going, Banks.
Oh, no. I'm good now. I'm just saying, man, people need to watch more basketball. Pay attention to what's going on.
Turn on that beige ray, Banks.
Nah. Look, I had to defend my fellow South Central, compadre. I had to go ahead and just put on for him. But, I mean, it's unbelievable. And then Scott Brooks said he's the 2nd greatest point guard of all time. I said, I give him 3rd. It's kind of hard though because Zeke is right there. So if I got to go by championships, I put him 4th. Put Chris Paul at 5, just based on the single accolades that Westbrook has, being that he's been to the finals once, he's scoring champion twice, he's MVP 1 time. So if we're going by single accolades, then you put Westbrook at the 4th, even though Chris Paul just passed up Magic for fifth place. And point guard, assists. So And I think he's the MVP of the season. And that's another discussion for another day, I guess, as well.
The Chris Paul effect. That's what I call it.
You called it the Chris Paul effect?
Yes, because every team that he go to, they go to the playoffs.
They over 500.
I mean, that is true. So he got the Suns fighting for number 1 seed, and now they're getting to the point where they're talking about they're talking about MVP consideration for him. Considering, his numbers may not be the best, but they're consistent. They're his consistent numbers, and they're almost a number 1 seed considering where they were. I mean, they were a perennial playoff team last year, though. A potential playoff team, but Russell Westbrook. You know what I think it is? You know what the Russell Westbrook sign is like? It's like a retro Jordan that comes out every 2 years. The same color, same shoe.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody's like, we're tired of seeing this shit. But it's like, bro, look at this greatness. That's true.
You breaking up, Nelson?
My fault. Maybe now? I'm good?
Yeah, you straight now.
All right, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So this whole thing about triple doubles, right? Like, you gotta understand triple doubles. John Stock. Y'all remember when Jason Kidd was putting up triple doubles? They was putting up them highlights every single time Jason Kidd or somebody of any player got a triple double on SportsCenter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Russell Westbrook has so many triple doubles, they don't even talk about it anymore. And it's that they make it very out of mind. When I'm like, bro, a triple double is hard to get.
Right.
Like, people are on here talking like, yo, like he pads the stats, like he'll be telling his teammates like, yo, let me get the rebounds. It's like, no. Like, a couple times, granted, there were a couple times when he fought for rebounds, but that's just how Russ plays. Russ comes to play every day, even when he's hurt. Even when he had COVID, he was still trying to fight that shit.
Mm-hmm.
To get a triple double itself is a skill, but to average a triple double 4 out of the last 5 years, bro, we have not seen that shit. Our grandparents are probably the last people who saw that shit.
Yeah,
like, or maybe our parents, if they old enough, when they were fucking babies, when Oscar Robertson was doing on the daily. We have not seen this shit in 50 years. And for people to be talking about it as casual as you are, I'm like, bro, y'all don't pay attention to like how crazy this is. Not only is he averaging triple doubles, but he's also about to bring this Wizards team to the playoffs. And I've heard people, but he drove Kevin Durant. I'm like, bro, he was averaging triple doubles with and without Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
He went to the playoffs with a team averaging a triple double basically on his own. That Thunder team was not good, or it was marginally good. But it wasn't as good as it was in the past. So for people to say that, and then it's like, bro, you clearly don't watch how this guy's playing, what he's doing for his teams, how he comes every night, how he's playing every night, playing his fucking with a torn quad, bro. This motherfucker playing like he Triple H on that Monday Night Raw with that shit off the bone and still averaging triple doubles. That's insane.
Yeah, it's one of those things too where, we heard what Stephen A. Smith said about Russ, and then shouts out to his wife coming to his defense about what he was saying. But it's one of those things, once again, where you get to a certain point in your life and your career, and he hit it right on the mark. That's probably my favorite quote by an athlete this year because, it's kind of where I'm at in my life. It's kind of like he said, like, bro, I don't have to win a championship. Making it out of poverty was the championship. And, of course, he wants to win a championship as a great player with a mindset like his that never quits, never takes a play off. The whole goal is to win a championship. But when you get to a certain part in your life where it's like, I didn't get a championship, but I did this, and this, never gave up. Once again, in the time where people were bashing his teammate from leaving OKC and going to Golden State, which I understand what people would say about it.
What you do anyway?
He stayed the course. It's one of those things where he left OKC because it was like, all right, I see we're going nowhere. Let me go somewhere else. Let me go to the Rockets to be with James Harden. So that was fine because he gave them, 10 years? Yeah, 10 years of his life at that point. No, I'm sorry, 11 years because he got drafted in 2008. So I gave this franchise 11 years of my life, and that's perfect. Even with torn ACL, we got to remember that too. This dude has what, 2 torn ACLs and averaging a triple-double?
Yeah, that's tough.
And,
that's crazy.
And COVID, and a torn quad.
He tried to play. Yeah, he tried to play with COVID. Like, well, after he recovered, like as soon as they was like, all right, knowing him, they was like, all right, Russ, you good. As soon as he got on a protocol, he was ready to play, and he was trying to get back into the rhythm after COVID. So it's just like, it's one of the things now where we talk about the last 2 players, and particularly talking about Russ, where you have nothing else to prove, man. Like at this point, this is how I feel about LeBron, and we'll get to it. It's just at this point, it's like you playing, or Daniel Bryan when we talk about him. You just playing right now just to play for the love of the game, but you have nothing to prove to anybody. And Russell Westbrook has not one thing to prove to a fan or anybody in particular. Like you said, it's not easy to get a goddamn triple-double. And the thing is, it's not like he getting 10, 10, and 10. He fucking be getting like 25, 14, and 12.
Yeah, he get big numbers.
He had 21, was it 21 rebounds, 24 assists the other night.
That's
on
wild.
on 8, what was it, on 8 shots or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
Like, he gave Nipsey Hussle a fucking Rolling 60s tribute and did a 20-20-20. Like, come on. Come on, bro.
At 6'2".
And people are quick to really say, like, this dude really is not good anymore, or he's not what it is. Like, I remember, and I hate talking about it because we talk about it weekly, but on Clubhouse, we did, like, there was a top 25 list that I did with my sports group. And we had Westbrook, was it 14? And people were like, what you mean, like, he's 14? He's not even top 25 no more. It was like, wait, what? Russell Westbrook? Yeah. Like, Russell, like, bro, this guy's about to break. This guy could break Oscar Robinson's record by the time triple-double record. Probably by the time we start recording our next episode next week.
Yeah, he's gonna break it.
He's 4 away. He's 4 away from the all-time record. Like, triple-doubles, like I say, are art. But to average 4, to do that in 4 seasons, and to break the triple-double record at the rate he's going, bro, like, you know, it's just crazy. But like I said, people don't watch basketball, so.
Right. They just basically watch your highlights and go by that, like I always say. Yeah, so 4th in triple doubles. God damn, man. And he only 32 years old.
Yeah, how many, bro? And that's the thing. Russell Westbrook has a good, God forbid, barring any major catastrophic injuries, Russell Westbrook has a good 2-3 years left of at the rate that he's playing now. If he does stay healthy,
I got him playing like another 4 years.
Damn.
Yeah. But I'm saying at the clip that he's playing right now, like at this rate, he's probably he has 2 triple.
Bro, he about to pass up Oscar,
bro,
in 3 games, bro.
By the time if you listen to this episode, by this time this episode comes out, Russell Westbrook is either going to be tied or number 1 in triple doubles all time.
Let me see.
Bro, James Harden had like 15 triple doubles in like 20 something games, and he not even at 100 yet, bro.
Yeah, because they playing right now, and he 1 point away from getting a triple double. He has 9, 11, and 12 right now.
He makes it so easy though. That's the crazy part. But like he said, it's super hard to get triple double. He's so, I don't know, man. He's a magician, bro. He does it easily.
Yeah. Let's see. Sunday they play again. Monday. Realistically, he could probably get it, or more than likely, not realistic. It's probably actually gonna happen. He'll probably get it by next Wednesday, because that'll be actually, I'm tripping. 1, 2. Yeah, he'll actually get it by Monday, which is their game against the Hawks. He'll probably get it because that'll be their third game this week for the week, I should say.
Man,
That shit is incredible, bro.
the triple-double king.
At 32 years old, bro. I think Oscar, all due respect to Mr. Oscar Robertson, I think he said something about you got to get a championship with all the triple doubles. You know how the old heads be.
Bro, I don't want it. I don't want it. Listen, for averaging a triple double 4 times in a 5-year span, I don't want to hear anything about that. That is incredible. I don't care. He did it. Listen, he did it with Kevin Durant and then said, cool, I'm going to do it without Kevin Durant.
And won an MVP.
And practically brought that team by himself to the playoffs. And the thing is like, and the thing is that he did it with different teams. Well, obviously the same franchise, the Thunder, he did it twice, and with the Wizards now. But like I said before, the Wizards are going to be the Miami Marlins of this year, where they got screwed up with COVID, and all those games, all those 20-something games that they had to make up, they were winnable games. And look at where we're at. So.
Yeah, I was tripping. I misquoted Mr. Oscar Robertson. He said, and I quote, I think it's ridiculous that sports writers criticize him because he has not won a championship, being Russell Westbrook. Robertson said, players don't win championships by themselves. You got to have good management. You need to get with the right group of players. Yeah, he's right. So basically he wasn't criticized, so that's my fault. I'm an idiot for that. He's just basically saying you can't criticize him for all those triple doubles and saying that I guess it's just to piggyback on what Stephen A. Smith was trying to say a couple weeks ago, or I should say like a month ago, about how he hasn't gotten the championship, but yet he's getting triple doubles. And it's like, the dude, you obviously at this point you got to be insane to say any criticism about Russell Westbrook, because it's like, bro, the dude tries. And literally, y'all say the same thing. Every sports journalist says the same thing. Like, he doesn't take a play off. Like, once again, I respect you if you try, man.
Why should he take a play off? I mean, he's trying to win. So,
yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's not like he's stat padding. Like, I never understood that concept, because it's like, dude, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, stat padding is literally trying to take rebounds away from the player. He's there to get rebounds at his height. He's there at the right place at the right time.
They be talking about Russell Westbrook like he Drew Brees.
Thank you. I'm like, dude, y'all don't understand the art of rebounding, bro.
Yeah.
And he tried to. The thing is, it's not like he tried to go for defensive rebounds. He tried to go for offensive rebounds as well.
He tried to get everything.
He doesn't get the easy rebound. Like, he actually tries to fight for any rebound that he could possibly get.
So, and he's 6'2". I'm like, y'all out your damn mind, like, bro. Like, you know how hard it is to get the offensive rebound?
Shit, man. Listen. Shout out to Russell Westbrook, man.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook.
Absolutely.
I think anybody else who we giving shout outs to? Because there's a lot of love here, man. That's about to be the title of this podcast.
Oh, not Melo better than Jesus?
Carmelo Anthony Back in Blood featuring Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I got the cover ready. I just got to put the logo on it. That's definitely the cover.
Bro, that is the most funniest picture ever.
Carmelo Sheisty's crazy.
Carmelo Sheisty.
I ain't gonna hold you. That Ned, the classified one, that's about to be my Abby on everything, probably.
Put that shit as that. Bro, I'm about to make that shit. That's about to be my PTR in Clubhouse, bro.
Oh my gosh,
bro. I need that on the wall. I need that like an art painting or something. So that man is some Reeboks, some S. Carters.
That shit is fucking fun. You want to put that on an Airbrush t-shirt?
Actually, that's a good idea.
That's probably that's hard though. That's hard.
Hey man,
that should remind me.
Carmelo Anthony, sign me up, man.
That should remind me on Boondocks when Huey went to Thug Nifferson crib and he saw that picture of him and Thug Nifferson.
MLK.
Yo. Listen, man. Shit. Carmelo, sign me, man. I will do all your merch. You could just pay me a wine, bro. It's cool. You can pay me a wine and old Melo jerseys, and I'll just sell them.
That's funny.
Hey, listen. Hey, man.
Yeah, y'all got me about to look for a Melo jersey because, like I said, I collect jerseys. I was gonna get a Magic Johnson. I'm gonna get a Melo instead.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna say never mind.
Go ahead. Shout out
I'm not
to the
listening. Carmelo Anthony Backload is the name of this episode. Carmelo
okay.
Hilarious.
I thought you were about to say
Carmelo.
32 Bad Blood.
Oh no,
whoa. No, not 32 Doug.
No, Bad Blood.
I like the Carmelo Sheisty. That shit's hilarious.
Carmelo Sheisty back and forth. That was the Red Hook and the West Baltimore all in one. That picture, bro.
Hell, that's definitely blood everywhere.
I know his pot. I know. His pops was probably looking at like, bro, what are you doing, man? I'm a young lord, and this is what you doing down here.
Yeah, he definitely like, Papa, please, why you do this, Papa? Let me come back. God, let me come back.
Hey, man.
Papa.
Bro, we really talking about I think we talked about more about Carmelo Anthony, a cultural icon, than Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player.
That's perfectly fine, bro.
Hey, no Carmelo 1.5s though. Classic Carmelo shoe. The best Carmelo shoe.
I got
That's the only ones that sold.
I got the 5.5s in my crib right now.
I remember my little brother had the patent leather black and gold. Some shit was fire.
Word. Man. Last but not least, man, I'm going to just drop this stat. Shout out to Stephen Curry for 300 threes. Again.
Right.
To do it 4 times in a year.
Man, he's a GOAT.
But
isn't he about to be number 1 in 3-point shooting like within a year?
That motherfucker going to be number 1 by fucking next week, bro. At the rate he's shooting.
Yeah. Somebody else I said should get MVP votes, but no, I think based on the record and because he got robbed, God bless being, but Chris Paul definitely got robbed for MVP before. I think it should be Chris Paul, bro.
I mean,
what year he got robbed?
08.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Bro, he did get robbed, and I love Bean, but still, he got robbed. Bro, he had the Hornets. He had the Hornets with goddamn Tyson Chandler. What's the other ball? David West. Hito Turkoglu. No, Hito wasn't on that team.
No, I don't think J.R. was on that team.
Nah, Peja Stojakovic was on there. Fucking who else was on that team, bro?
Peja Stojakovic was on that team, but his knees were still in Sacramento.
Hell yeah. And then it's crazy. He went ahead and got a championship with the Mavericks in 2011.
Hey, man. Was that 08-09 or was that 07-08 was that year?
07-08, because they had to do the trade for Paul Gasol because
he
about to get the hell up out of there. He was trying to go to San Diego.
I thought he was
second in the West.
He was trying to go to the Clippers. Well, the 06, he was talking about going to Chicago. Then
Chicago, yeah.
Bro,
he was trying to go to Chicago.
This was a nasty team, bro.
He should have deserved MVP for that team.
You want me to read who's on this team, bro?
Nah, I got you, bro.
I got it right in front of me. We can laugh together.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, if you want, of course. Like I was gonna bring it up on the screen so
All right,
everybody
bring
can
it up
see
on
it
it.
as well.
Bring it up on the
There's a
screen
lot
so
of
we can
young
laugh.
people.
Yeah, so we can laugh
Hey,
as a
that team
family.
did go dummied on NBA 2K08 with KG on the cover.
Yeah, bring it up on the screen so we can laugh.
I used to go crazy with that team. All right, Chris. Damn. I just seen the first name. I said, all right, bet.
I seen the first name. I was like, wait, I forgot he was on this team. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's after he looked like he was going through the meth.
That's crazy. Yeah, because he had.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah, we can see it. They had Chris Anderson on there.
Birdman.
He had Birdman. Hilton Armstrong.
Bobby Jackson.
Rest in peace, Russell Butler, though.
Oh, Russell did die. Damn, bro.
Why you say it like that,
bro?
No, because I honestly forgot because he was with the Bulls for a second. Damn, I forgot Russell died, bro.
They had.
That is
Bonzi Wells?
Butler. Bonzi Wells, bro.
Bonzi Wells.
Oh, no, he's cold on the as the crackers call it, Trailblazers. The crackers call it the Jailblazers.
The jail, bro. Bobby Jackson was on, bro. What did they?
Bobby
fucking
Jackson.
Sacramento Kings get like an ARP card to New Orleans?
Yeah,
Morris
Peterson card. Oh my god! Hey! That motherfucker got a clip.
Morris Peterson.
Yes.
You remember the game that was it him that threw up the ball? Like somebody threw up the ball, and he hit shot.
Yeah,
I
know you're talking about. I don't know. Yeah,
I forgot who threw up the ball though. Gennaro Pardo.
Y'all tell me.
Mike James.
Hey, they was doing him dirty, man. Gennaro Pardo. I remember he was only getting paid when he was with the Bulls. He was only getting paid like $100,000.
God damn.
He was getting offensive line money in the NFL, bro.
That's crazy. Who the fuck is Ryan Bowen?
I remember Melvin Ely.
Melvin Ely. Damn, that's a name I heard in a minute.
I don't even know who the hell they even is.
Marcus Nicias. That sounds like he should be playing at Real Madrid, not at New Orleans Hornets.
Well, he Brazilian, so halfway there. And y'all want to tell me Chris Paul shouldn't have won MVP? Looking at this team,
can you go to the Lakers? Can you go to
David West can't be your second best player. Oh yeah, I got that. I can tell you the roster off the top of the head, but I'll go to it.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Russell Butler for real.
That's crazy. I forgot he died, bro. 2008 Lakers. Well, fucking Shannon Brown was on there with the one dunk. That was his whole offense. The fast break, one hand dunk.
That's when we had Trevor Ariza on there too.
Yeah.
Always a Nick.
That's before he went to the Knicks, right?
No, it was after.
Okay, after.
He got drafted with the Knicks.
Yeah, because after he left the Lakers, he got cashed out when he went to some team. I forgot.
I think it might have been Houston. It was Houston.
That motherfucker played for 2018s, bro.
Yeah. Now, isn't he back on the Trailblazers now? He played power forward?
No, he's with the Heat.
Okay.
Yeah, he played at the 4. I'm like, bro, this league is fucking disgusting.
Okay, so Lou on his team.
Kwame
Brown. Fuck out of here.
Javaris Crittenton.
And they traded him.
We have Brian Cook.
Brian Cook. Yes, y'all have Brian Cook.
We have Brian Cook. Yeah, no, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I love the Lakers.
Javaris Crittenton.
Jordan Farmar. Shout out to him. Derek Fisher. Always.
No, don't shout out no goddamn Derek Fisher.
DJ.
I said Jordan Farmar.
Jordan.
No, shouts out to him because he went to UCLA. But nah, fuck Jared Fisher. Do not shout that motherfucker out. Ball headed.
Y'all had George Carl's son on this team. That's nasty.
We had Sasha
Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all on air real quick. Fuck him as well. I'm gonna tell y'all on air. Marcel is probably already know, or Marcel already know this. Listen, don't trust a bald head dude, a light skinned bald head dude, except for me. I'm telling y'all.
Because of Derrick Fisher taking niggas' wives.
Yeah. And he fucking about to take the Sparks down under. Sorry, bastard.
That's right. He is a Sparks head coach. Wow.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just wanted to go on my tangent. Fuck
That's
George
good.
Karl.
George Karl.
That's crazy. It is.
This who we got? We had second best player
Chris
was
Mills. Lamar Odom.
Lamar. Yeah.
Lie to me.
The second best player who? What? Paul Gasol.
Oh yeah, after the trade, yeah.
Yeah. Because that when we got him, that's when shit went bonkers for us. We was going crazy.
Yeah.
Because y'all gave up Kwame Brown for a bag of chips. DJ Mbanga.
DJ Mbanga.
A lot of hype. I know that. Y'all always was the tallest
Mbanga.
team in the league for like the longest time.
Chris Mims.
Chris Mims.
Oh, you know what? No, the Trevor Ariza trade was with the Knicks. He got traded with Penny Hardaway for fucking Steve Francis.
Mm-hmm.
That was that nasty Knicks trade. That was a dark time. But I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. Anyways,
when everybody's getting cashed out.
I forgot Penny played for the Knicks. That's disgusting.
Then he
had
got
like
traded.
3 point guards.
Yeah. We had Marbury, Hardaway, and fucking Steve Francis, bro. That was a horrible time.
Bro, we need to talk about big name players going to these nasty teams.
Bruh. Yeah, that would be a Knicks podcast for an hour and a half.
Yeah, so I'm about to say, do we got time for all that? Because that happens literally damn near every season.
Sure, we'll be here, bruh. We'll be here all night. Then
I
got traded to the Lakers for Brian Cook and Maurice Evans.
Hey, man.
Oh man, you really gonna
shout out to the bus
bring this,
man. We love them.
You're really gonna bring that shit up? Oh my god, this Ronaldo Bachman. Shout out to Wilson Chandler.
You know he.
That's right. Y'all drafted David Lee.
Shout out David Lee. Shout out to D Lee.
He was straight on
Randolph Morris. God damn, bro. That's a name I ain't seen in a minute.
Q Rich.
Shout out Malik Rose. He's actually cool people. Nate Q Rich. Then they were asked for Fred Jones, who got mad joy. Bruh, how did Fred Jones and Jared Jeffries get all them Jordans, bruh?
I mean, that's how Jared got that paycheck too from y'all.
Man,
New Jordan.
Bro, I'm not gonna get into my rant about one JJ with the number that only Allen Houston should be enough for wearing. But yeah, he messed up Carmelo Anthony's finest player points at the Knicks, but whatever.
Eddie Curry. Yo, who's playing defense on here besides Zebo? Nobody's playing defense on this team.
Jerome James was fucking pouring Gatorades.
Marty Collins is a nasty ass team, bro. The only person that's probably
Thanks, Banks. Like I really wanted to see this, man.
Bruh, the only person that's probably like the complete professional is probably Wilson Chandler and Jamal Crawford, bruh.
The name of this episode about to be called A Lot of Hate because I'm about to hate on this team. I hate this team.
Bruh, this team right here, they was just cashing checks and going to Soho.
This PTSD got me kicking, so I gotta get higher. In the words of one Bush Jackson. May he rest in peace.
God damn, this team! I know they was up here in the strip clubs for real. They definitely.
You gotta play the PTSD beat in the back while you show me this roster.
Hey man, I know Dykeman was turned up.
That is, thank you. I did not want to. That was a nasty team, bro. That brought me back to some dark times. That brought me back to when I used to sit in section 313 with my dad and sneak down to like 109 by like the second quarter. That's when you used to sneak. That was one of the few times you used to be able to sneak in the Knicks and sneak down section of Knicks games.
Did all the Italian cops used to sit next to you, but like, get to the top. Spanish. Get to the top. Fucking Eddie Curry, big fucker.
Bro, you sound like, bruh. You sound like a Long Island man.
Do I sound like I'm from Long Island?
With that one, you sound like one of the racist Long Islanders who would say that shit.
I feel like everybody except for the black people and the Spanish people in Long Island are racist. So
Yeah, well, that's a fact, but
I gotta come back to
but
New
then
York.
hey man,
We'll talk off here.
we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But
We'll talk.
moving forward, let's talk about what else we got on the docket. We got a lot of shit on this docket today.
We do, but fuck it, we here. I got
We are here.
Olympics. Most of the shit we gonna kind of go through just because it's like, I can't wait. You know what I mean? You know what I'm about to wake up for, really.
Listen, man. I found a nice. No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was about to say this is definitely going to be our longest episode, probably, and I'm going to enjoy the last couple of minutes.
Definitely, but we're gonna keep this real. We're gonna keep this about the Olympics, which I think shouldn't be happening, but we'll bring this up. So, there's an article, and I think even Ben Crump, the attorney, talked about it as well. The Olympics are now going to ban Black Lives Matter apparel and could punish athletes for social protests. This is written by Wes Wilson of WTRF. It looks like a news channel. Yeah, news channel based out of Austin, Texas. So I'm going to read a quick thing of the article. The postponed 2020 Summer Olympics are just 80 days away from taking place in Tokyo against the backdrop of the coronavirus. It will be an Olympics unlike any other with no international fans. Athletes have to pass a battery of nasal COVID-19 tests or just one positive result away from ruining years of hard work and training. Obviously, it's a tremendous stage, but the Olympics will continue to ban athlete protests and could punish athletes who choose to protest anyway. That means raising a fist or kneeling during the national anthem, as many professional U.S. athletes have done over the past year, is punishment. The athletes could even be sent home. They specifically said that the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, specifically the slogan Black Lives Matter will be banned from athlete apparel at the Summer Olympics. It's part of the IOC's longstanding ban on demonstration or political, religious, or racial propaganda on the playing field, the medal stand, or during the game's official ceremonies. More generic words like peace, respect, solidarity, inclusion, and equality will be allowed on T-shirts. Now, they haven't said what types of punishment athletes could face for violating these rules. They just said they'll treat it on a case-by-case basis. But it looks like they had a commission that cited support to uphold this rule from consulting athlete groups. 70% of athletes polled don't think it's appropriate to demonstrate during competition, of course, because all of them are white. And 67% said it's not appropriate either on the medal stand, of course, because they're white or racist. The athletes breaching this rule can be sanctioned by three bodies: the IOC, their sport governing body, or their respective national Olympic committees. The U.S. Olympic and Paralympic committees did pledge in December to not sanction athletes for peacefully protesting at Olympic trials. And many governing bodies for different sports did say that they won't punish athletes for protesting, including the World Athletics, which is the global governing body for track and field. So it looks like, and it goes on and on and on. There's an article, like I said, if you want to cite it, but more or less, it's crazy to me how there's free speech, and this is the Olympics, right? Like, this is the world stage. You know what would really work, and I think will really put a dent in the Olympics? If all of the black athletes, especially the American ones, which most of them, you know who they watch for, right? They watch for basketball, they watch for track and field, they watch for gymnastics, and a myriad of other sports. They should all just not go.
Mm-hmm.
They should be, we're not going to the Olympics. Let them white people, let a Olympic team of fucking Kyle Singler, JJ Redick, and fucking, I don't know, whoever other 12 white guys you can get, and bring them to the USA and let them represent USA and see how they do. And the same goes for the women. Now, granted, the women, they do have Sue Bird and whoever, but Sue Bird probably wouldn't go because she's down with the people. So shout out to Sue Bird. But like, these people are not, bro. It's crazy to me how on the grandest stage of them all, like, you are really limiting free speech. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah. It's not an obligation to go to the Olympics as well. It's been postponed for a year. We know we were supposed to have it last year. But due to COVID, it didn't. It's supposed to be in Tokyo. I don't know if it's still about to be in Tokyo when it's supposed to happen.
It's still gonna be in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're banning the athletes from wearing Black Lives Matter merchandise for freedom of speech. And let's say if they from any part of the world, because I mean obviously it's the World Olympics, so you got people from across the world that believe in the Black Lives Matter movement, and you stopping them from wearing any merchandise to represent that. What does it say to, like you said, the athletes, the black athletes who are going there to compete for their country, and I can't rep something that matters because Black Lives matters. Black lives actually do matter, whether we wearing the merch or not. But you can say something about that, but I won't say what else I want to indulge into. But that's neither here nor there. So in this case, because if it were me, because my mindset is kind of like I don't give a fuck. When I don't give a fuck, that's just y'all know me or y'all talk to me long enough to know that's how I am, and I don't give a damn. But it's like with me in particular, if I'm training for all these years, the COVID happened. I've been training because hard work and dedication, no matter what. I would say in this instance, if I really believed in what I believed in, I'm not showing up. Now, I'm going to be mad because I wasted all this training, but then it comes to a point where if I show up because I have put the work in, if I decide to show up instead, then I got to figure out how I can show my form of expression for what I believe in for my people. So in this instance, but we know what happened to the three older gentlemen at this point. Now they're older gentlemen who put up the black fist, the black power fist. Most of them didn't get the endorsement deals like most athletes get after they leave the Olympics because I think all three of them went 1 through 3 in winning. And I think it was I don't have the sport in front of me, but I believe it was for whatever they have for racing. I don't know. So please somebody correct me if I'm talking and I don't know what I'm saying, or whoever listens to this, please correct me because we do have technology in front of us, but I'm not using it at this moment. So my fault. So I would show my expression in any way I can, no matter what. But it's always, and I'll just say this and I'll let you two gentlemen go. It's always the case of if I'm black and I'm proud to say I'm black, it's a fucking problem. If I don't say nothing, it might be a problem. But then if I want to say something because I feel like it is something related to our culture and where we at in this fucked up society, not just in America, but in the world as a whole, if you are of African descent, if I say something and it's bad, and then you taking away my right to enjoy what I've been training for, what I dedicate my life to, because I want to say I'm black and I'm proud. So the Olympic board ain't shit. That's all I really got to say. I don't really need to indulge in anything else because I really have no thoughts. It's just fucking.
It's crazy. I mean, it's the Olympics is one of the biggest sporting events, and happen every 4 years. And like Nelson and Banks say, if you can't freedom of speech, why the hell I'm here for? All this stuff been going on in the last about to be 2 years now. Back here, all this stuff been happening. I can't say what I need to say and speak on what's going on in this big national stage. So, like Banks said, fuck them. I won't be there, and if I can't do that, so like I said, fuck them and fuck the Olympics if I can't do that shit.
I mean, for me, I just think it's crazy how, and how this isn't really a politics podcast, but it's like how when it's Stop Asian Hate, everybody want to tweet it, and this is nothing against Asian people. I don't have any problem with anybody, and I'm not gonna get into how I feel about certain situations, but it's crazy how
fault, brother.
stop.
I'm gonna cut you off for a second. You go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead because I agree with you.
Okay, so it's crazy how there's Stop Asian Hate, right? You didn't hear one national figure talk about, oh, no, stop all hate. You didn't hear people talk about, oh, stop hate toward other people and stop that. It was stop Asian hate, stop Asian hate, stop Asian hate. It takes, in the span of a couple months, the anti-Asian, hate bill gets passed into law. But meanwhile, black people have been getting killed and getting abused and assaulted and, you know, being victimized and sensationalized. We really want to talk about it. And so to the point that it's getting desensitized in 4K for as long as 4K been fucking quality cameras been around. And for years and through articles and through everything, through history, like we could go into it. This shit goes centuries deep. But when people say Black Lives Matter, it's all lives matter, or people get defensive about that when it is the truth that Black lives aren't being shown that they matter. Not only in the world just with like normal people like us walking the street every day, but in political statements, in places where they should matter and they should be talked about more and sensationalized the right way, not sensationalized in tragedy and death. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people try to make Black Lives Matter a political statement when it isn't a political statement. Black Lives Matter is nothing more than a simple acknowledgement that like ruffles feathers of billions of people around the world, which is just crazy to me. So for people to make it for the International Olympic Committee to make it to the point where they make it a political statement, like that says a lot. Not only just because in a weird way, it doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, it still disgusts me and disappoints me that out of all world governing bodies, whether we listen, man, we know how the United States government rolls when it comes to this. We know how certain other governments roll and certain other races roll when it comes to Black Lives Matter. But for the International Olympic Committee to go to that point where you can't put it on Olympic apparel and you want to see these generic words and you have athletes voting against the fact that this should be demonstrated on such a grand world stage. On the other side of the world where, yeah, they may be seeing this on Twitter or whatever social media they use, for them to realize their front and center and get more knowledge about it, for you to stop that says a lot. So for me, I ain't gonna hold you. I hope the NBA players boycott it. I hope all, if not all of the black athletes and even brown athletes and people, other people of color do it. Because I swear to God, like it's gonna kind of. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not saying this against Asian people, but it's gonna be very ironic if I see a Stop Asian Hate shirt, but a Black Lives Matter shirt or anything related to Black Lives Matter can be expressed, for those 2 or 3 weeks of the Olympics. So that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Marcel, if you got any more statements, and then I'll make my final statement before we move on. Okay. Marcel must be ironing out his AEW shirt.
Bruh.
I'll just say this, and then we can move on. It's everything you said is perfectly is said perfect. It's more so when it comes to black people, it's always a double standard. Come to us Africans, it's always a double standard about you can't say how you feel, and we least aggressive with how we feel when it pertains to saying how proud we are to be of African descent. It's always a contradiction to say how you feel in this country, but if you black and you particularly feel a certain way because the cops are doing this, people are doing this, X, Y, and Z, then it's like, all right, you should say your own kind is doing this to you and all that stupid shit. It's always something when it relates to us. But in the case of, like you said, Stop Asian Hate, like I said, I'm trying to do right because we on a professional podcast, so I don't want to say some wild shit. Not wow, but I always like to state what's real and what I've been through and what I've seen. That's what I be always wanting to say. But you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it the right way. But you know, it is. I'm not saying I'm against Asian people getting beat up at all. You know what I mean? I'm not for that. I'm not for violence unless you doing something to bring violence. I don't believe in violating anybody. Now, if you're doing something, yeah, you deserve to get your ass beat. But if you're not, I don't want to see nobody get beat up. But still, that's neither here nor there when it comes to, you know, that particular subject. It's just with us, you know, we tend to not do a lot and we get killed for no reason. So yeah, everything you said is perfect. And Marcel, I'll let you go if you have any closing statements on this, and then we'll move on.
You guys said a lot, man. I can't really say much a lot either. I'm not really good with the politics and stuff like that. So you guys got it.
Yeah, same here, you know, but it's still something good to talk about. Just it's always a thought pattern, and particularly when it's talking about us as Africans and the things we go through. Sometimes, you know, I get tired of talking about it because it's no change, and motherfuckers don't want to change it because they don't care about us.
It's never. I feel like it's never going to be a change, but
no, it's not. It's not. And, you know, I'm a very pessimistic, optimistic person at the same time. If that's the only gray area in my life, I'm always in between when it comes to most things. And then for the most part, I just see life for what it is, and that's why it's easy for me to live it. Everything is as it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and that's fine.
No, definitely. Those are really good points. All right, if you want to move on if you want to go real quick. Actually, Banks, go ahead. I'll let you choose the next topic, man. Go ahead, man.
Oh no, let's talk about Laker fans looking very shaky.
Ooh. Hey,
because hold on, since 2000, I've been getting into it with y'all. As a person from South Central LA, since I was a shorty, I had to get into it with y'all. Because when y'all up, it's shit talking. When y'all down, ain't nobody saying shit about the Lakers. I remember them teams with Ramon Sessions. Them Chris Mims.
Ramon Sessions, oh God.
I remember them Chris Kaman teams when he was laying on the bench in Cleveland. I remember them teams. Them Tariq Black teams.
Okay.
So Robert Sacre.
Ryan Kelly.
Jordan Hill. I remember them teams.
D'Angelo Russell.
Me being a Lakers fan, I am kind of scared right now. LeBron even said it himself that he's not. We knew LeBron's not gonna be 100%, but he even said himself like his ankle is fucked up, so he's not playing well. I am kind of a little bit scared. If we are making it to the playoffs, don't get me wrong with that. We're going to the playoffs, but we might be doing the play-in shit. We might be facing maybe Dallas. If y'all can look it up and see what the standings is right now for the West, because we are 7 right now, and I think Dallas is number 8.
No, they just climbed up. They just went to 5 right now because I was watching the game.
Then with the 5. Okay.
I swear I just saw 5 right now. Yeah, just now.
Oh, also speaking of stats, as we talking in real time, you know, so Russell Westbrook probably gonna beat Oscar Robertson's record by the time this podcast come out. Mm-hmm. He's one away. He got one.
Totally off.
Shout out to that man. But
Dallas
like I
said,
said,
the Lakers are 6th.
6. Okay, 6. Okay. I am a little bit scared. Hey, relax, right.
Yeah, hold on, bro. We some churchmen here.
Churchmen, but I didn't mean to put it like that, bro. No drink.
Yeah, nah, I'm messing with you. Yeah, right.
I am a little bit scared though, slightly scared, because my team is not healthy. LeBron's not healthy, and that's the center point of our team. So,
that's the problem.
Yeah, Anthony Davis can't do it by himself, as you see.
That's another problem.
Yeah, as you see, he left a New Orleans Pelicans team to play with LA because he's playing with LeBron. He can't do that team by himself because he's a superstar, but he's not a player that can do a team, take the team to the playoffs by himself. That's like a top superstar that can do that. Anthony Davis can't do that. So he needs LeBron to help him out with that. But we're going to the playoffs. But if we make it to the playoffs, I don't see us making it far because LeBron's injured. He's a wreck ball right now. And I'm being totally honest. I don't see us making this far. I'd like to see it, but I don't see it.
This is absolutely amazing that a Laker fan is being honestly showing concern instead of acting like, yeah, we got LeBron and AD, we good. Like the sliders in 2K are off. Yeah, bro. This Laker team is looking like Anthony Davis when he was on the Pelicans. And Marcel, you said it before I was going to say it, so I'm glad that a Laker fan is finally admitting the troubles that this team can face because I've talked about this on the pod. I've talked about this on Twitter. If the Lakers go against a team with a good big, even though they have Drummond, it's not looking good for them. Like right now, the Dallas is fifth right now. They just won, so they're now a half game ahead of the Lakers. If the Lakers win tonight, they'll stay tied for fifth. But the Clippers or the Nuggets is not really the best matchup for the Lakers because you go against Jokic, who is playing out of his mind right now. The Clippers have a good amount of bigs with Zubac and Ibaka. And, I mean, even if DeMarcus Cousins could give you a solid 10 or 15 minutes, it's not looking too good for them. And like you were saying, man, like Anthony Davis is the best player on that team. If you look about it right now, but LeBron James, that team goes nowhere without LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron is the most valuable player on that Laker team. He's the engine. So I know he's resting games, and I'm kind of shocked, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry I'm gonna say this, but if he was in Cleveland and he did what he did with this resting these 3 games, they would have threw him under the bus for it. But because the Lakers, it's kind of not being talked about, but it's against 3 teams with really good games that have seeding implications. I think he misses the Knicks game too, if I'm not sure, because I know the Knicks play Lakers either Sunday or early next week.
I believe we play the Clippers next, which we're gonna lose.
Y'all play tonight.
Okay.
Which is we're recording on a Thursday. It's the 10 o'clock TNT game. Then they play the Knicks. I think either Sunday or Tuesday. I think. Because I think the Lakers is the last game of because the Knicks are in the middle of a 6-game road trip, and the last game is against the Lakers. Because they play the Suns. They play the Suns Friday, the Clippers, and then the Lakers following. But I just find it funny how, like, Marcel. First of all, I appreciate your honest concerns as a Laker fan because I'm glad a Laker fan actually said like I'm actually concerned about this team instead of hitting us with the we'll be fine. Yeah, we the Lakers. All right, buddy. Let's see how far that gets you. Yeah, Yankee fans do that all the time. Yeah, we're the Yankees. We'll be fine. Okay. Meanwhile, they have Garrett Cole and 4 other guys who get hurt putting on their jerseys. But yeah, so they pick up Jesus and the Kid Merritt pitch on every 5th day. But anyways, it's just funny how LeBron and Luka were concerned about the playing. Granted, the Mavericks have played well, so he could kind of keep it, but I just love how these guys, the playing is good, it's good for the sport, but meanwhile, we're there and it's a problem. LeBron said it, even though last year he said it was good for the game now because they're in danger of being there. If the Trailblazers weren't playing so goddamn bad, the Lakers may be will be in the play-in, if we really want to be honest. But granted, the Trailblazers haven't been playing well. Dame has been hurt. We know what's been going on with them and their struggles. And like we was facing, I was discussing off the record, Terry Stotts may be gone at the end of this year, regardless if they make the playoffs or not.
Hold on.
But
I got you right now, champ. We segueing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you that.
We will segue into that, but it is just ironic how a lot of people's favorite players were cool with the play-in, but now that they were in danger of going into the play-in, we're complaining about it. But
well, for LeBron, I'll just say this and I'm glad he admitted that. But once again, like I said on IG, Father Time is undefeated, and it's crazy, man. You talked about it briefly, and I said it on Twitter. Like he's starting to look mortal now. He got the hyperbolic time chamber that's not working anymore. he admitted, he said, yo, I might not never be 100% again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy to hear him finally say that after 18 years in the league.
Right.
But that's beyond expectation. Once again, like LeBron, I call him the second greatest player of all time, even over Kareem. No disrespect to Mr. Abdul-Jabbar. Just based on so many aspects that we'll get to, you know, eventually we'll get to. Maybe if he wins another championship, we'll have another discussion about him being number 2. And that's where it stops. So it ain't going to be number 1. It's number 2. And he's a lock-in, I feel like, for that, especially if he gets another championship. But, you know, after 18 years, he exceeded expectations since he came into the league and beyond. So for him to say, I'll finally break it down, is perfectly fine. That's what I try to tell Laker fans. You know, not you, because you actually watch basketball. And you know shit about basketball, Marcel. But for years,
yeah,
I've always got to
tell
fight.
Marcel actually watches games out of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Most Laker fans don't know. Most Laker fans don't know shit about basketball. Like most fans, they don't know shit about basketball. They just watch highlights. So
like I said, I'm a huge Lakers fan, man. I've been a Lakers fan since like 2007 because of Kobe, because I was a Kobe fan. But go ahead.
Yeah, you was only 12, so I understand. Yeah. So in the instance of this, it's like, all right. First of all, I told everybody what's gonna happen with Andre Drummond. I told my guy, who's a Laker fan as well. I said, I told you, you know, but he's one of those biased Laker fans. But still, I love having conversations with them because I break them down easy with the talk, the stats, and everything. He said it as well, but I kept trying to tell him, I'm like, bro, Andre Drummond is in LA for rebounds and vibes. That's it. And now that's it. And at the club, I seen him. I seen him at the club 2-3 times in LA. And this is when he was playing with the Pistons. All he was doing is walking around with milk in his hands and tricking. That's all he was doing.
That's hilarious, bro.
Big 6'11" motherfucker walking around holding a gallon of milk sometimes, or 2 gallons, because some of them was big. There was some big white women. And then sometimes they be in shape ones. Regardless, the motherfucker was milked out. Pause.
Yo, what? That is crazy.
So I told Laker fans what was gonna happen. This nigga had a whole ass album rollout like he was with TDE when he signed with the Lakers. Like, yeah, I'm here. Thank you, Cleveland. What the fuck? You played for 2 seasons to do shit, my nigga. What you up here talking to, giving the holiday card to the Cavs for? Yeah, thank you for everything. Sitting on the bench looking down at the floor. That's because you ain't shit. That's why you looking down at the floor. Hey, you playing in the Cleveland. I'll be happy to fuck it. I'll make a holiday card. No disrespect to anybody from Ohio. Shouts out to Chloe Hotline. But if I'm from Ohio, hell yeah, I got a holiday card saying I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Send me anywhere but here. So he doing all that shit, having a press conference like, yeah, I'm about to be the next Laker big. No, you not. Ain't nobody Andre Drummond the next Laker big. How? Nigga, you can't move your feet. You can't be no Laker big. I ain't seen you run up and down the court since 2009, bro.
That
heavy foot motherfucker.
And the wild part about Andre Drummond is like, the crazy thing is like, he would, how do I explain this? This was a win-win situation for him that he had, because if he wins the championship, he gets a ring. If he plays well, then he's going to get a nice contract. Because granted, he's only 27, 28. And he is playing well, and this is really fucking him up if he does not get it together. Like, it may not look good for him. Then you got Marc Gasol pissed off now, even though Marc Gasol was, you know.
But he knew he was old. He needed to shut the fuck up. He knew he was old.
Like, Marc Gasol's mad as shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy how that team has kind of just, it's not looking good for them. Let's just
look. AD hurt again. Soon as you touch him, his fucking body explode like a Minecraft character. He hurt again.
He's hurt again,
bro. I keep saying. I've been saying since he was with the Pelicans, bro. As soon as you touch his leg, bro, that motherfucker come off, bro. He's Zach Gowen in WWE. As soon as you touch that goddamn leg, that motherfucker fly off, bro. Nigga needs some calcium. Nigga needs some calcium. Soon as you touch him, bro, he fall the fuck down. Soon as you touch him, bro.
Bro, I'm literally sitting, bro. I'm sitting in the fetal position on my kitchen floor, bro.
Oh my god. Oh, he said he's Zach Gallen. Oh.
Oh shit! I need a glass of water. God damn.
Bro. As soon as you, it's like, bro. As soon as he get his foot planted, I'm like, that motherfucker about to explode, bro. That shit about to be like Mega Man X.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! Andre Drummond is running. Ain't that a bitch?
That may be the top of this podcast, bro.
I don't know if we can do that.
Oh my god, bro. All I think about is this nigga Zach Gallen getting F by Brock Lesnar.
Hey, you know, bro. You know how, bro, look, if Brock Lesnar picks up AD, his whole upper torso about to come apart like Mortal Kombat.
Yo, Anthony Davis gonna be looking like Rayman after the way he be getting hurt, bro.
He said Rayman.
You remember Rayman, the video game that he had no ring?
Bro, I had that on PlayStation. Hell yeah, the little ball used to come out. He got the same little eyebrow line up. You know how his hair was? That's how AD eyebrow is, bro.
Yo, Anthony
oh my
Davis
gosh, bro. Oh, bro. That is the laugh of the day, bro. I am so fucking weak right now, bro.
I can't fucking breathe, bro. Oh my god, bro. Anthony, bro. Zach, listen, man. What podcast you know? Do you see? Listen, if you listen to this podcast, you are watching this. I don't think you understand the ring that this podcast has, bro. We just mentioned Zach Gallen and Rayman.
I can't believe I remember Cut's name. That's the funny thing about it.
Oh, bro. That is funny, bro.
And correlated that with Anthony fucking Davis, bro.
Oh, man.
Dog, they getting cooked on the low block.
I've been saying this all fucking season, Banks. Oh, my God, bro. Anthony... Zach Gallen.
That's funny, bro. Like I said, I'm a Lakers fan, but that is the most funniest shit by far, bro.
Like, you letting a nigga with an NBA young boy and Rod Wave track cook you, bro. Even though Kawhi do got handles.
If the Lakers like get eliminated before the conference finals, LeBron James gonna treat Anthony Davis like Brock Lesnar did Zach Gallen.
He need to do that to Andre. He problem number 2. He 1B probably as the problem. Kyle Kuzma Kyle Kuzma might be 1B, bro.
Nah, Kyle Kuzma is the beige militia man. That's all.
Hi, my name is Ain't Shit.
Oh. Kyle Kuzma be having a fucking his. I don't know who Kyle Kuzma's barber is, but he be having them fucking Power Rangers helmet faces as his haircuts now.
Like, Phil, he literally switch up his hairstyles every day. I'm like, he really is a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma got the fucking Power Rangers Dino Storm helmet as his haircut right now.
Bro, you know the crazy thing is, Kyle Kuzma grew up in Flint, Michigan. That's the crazy part.
Imagine Kyle Kuzma rapping over Flint beats.
It's coming soon.
He would sound like the Saucy Santa.
My name is Kyle Kuzma. Hey, shout out to Kyle Kuzma, man. That's my guy.
He be sounding like the city girl, bro.
He is a city girl, bro. He taking money from the Lakers right now.
Kyle Kuzma be making bad bitch raps over Flint, Michigan beats is crazy.
Walk him like a dog. Walk him like a dog.
Kyle Kuzma featuring Babyface Ray is wild.
Kyle Kuzma featuring Rio the Young OG.
And then you're gonna have V's on the other side like my bitch bald headed like how my bitch blonde headed like how
That nigga Kyle Kuzma want to be Eve so bad.
Yo, Kyle Kuzma want to be Eve so
bad. What she say? Who's that girl? La 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 la. Who's that girl? Nigga want to be a Forever 21 model.
Who's that girl?
Hey,
Bruh,
I still like Kyle Kuzma though, but damn.
If I was an arena DJ, but they hate me, I would play the Who's That Girl instrumental when Kyle Kuzma touched the ball. Oh my god, bro. Hey man, that's Jeannie Buss's favorite Laker. Anyways,
Nah, hey, look, I was gonna say it, but go ahead on. We can move on. I was gonna say something.
That's her favorite Laker.
The crazy thing is, Jeannie Buss looks like Kyle Kuzma's mom, though.
Yo,
I'm not lying to y'all.
Nah.
I ain't gonna put that on the screen. I ain't gonna put that on Summer Jam screen.
In the words of one Jim Jones, spooky.
I mean, that's why you want to say, hey, look, Marcel is like, it's wild that he's from Flint, Michigan. He's a mulatto from Flint, Michigan. That's even wilder.
That's crazy. Bruh. Yo, I can't fucking believe
Rio, the young OG. That's crazy too, bro.
Kyle Kuzma featuring Rio, the young OG is fucking hilarious, bro. Oh shit, that was funny. All right, man.
Wait. He gonna do a song with Mikal Bridges. Not Mikal Bridges. What's the player from the
Miles Bridges?
Miles Bridges, yeah. He from Flint too.
You know who Miles Bridges really looked like? That I kept thinking who he looks like, and I can't think about it. He looked like Chinks, rest in peace.
Like who?
He looked like Chinks. Remember French Montana, Chinks Drugs?
Oh,
he used to rap with French.
Yeah,
he does like Chinks. He like a tall Chinks Drugs with a fro.
Yeah, that's before your time, Marcel. You don't even look that up.
I just don't remember his face.
Marcel definitely gonna be like, who is Cheeto XL?
I know who Cheeto XL is. Shout out to my Uncle Rondell, man.
Who is Dak Bundles?
I know some New York rappers, bro. Don't get it twisted. I just didn't listen to New York rappers. I listen to a lot of Southern rap, bro. I listen to all the Southern rap.
It's all right, man. If you ever, I know you a young guy, but I'll hook you up with the New York rap. I'm very deep. Banks and I will have Banks is like, damn, you be know about West Shore? Yeah, but I know my New York shit, but I showed Banks I played a Sheisty song the other day. He was like, you don't know about this, young blood. I was like, yes, I do.
Right.
Like I said, I'm more of a Southern man myself, man.
It's all right, man.
Same here, but still.
Hey, man. But let's get to the end, man. Honestly, bro, Aaron Rodgers trade talks. That should happen every year. Listen, bro. If you wanna, actually not. Let's talk about Terry Stotts, bro. Terry Stotts about to get fired, bro. He went out with that team. We'll keep this brief. Terry Stotts. This Blazers team has very bad luck or something because every time they sign somebody, like five people get hurt, and then the Blazers go into this slide, which they do every year like they are now, where they barely make the playoffs, or when they're healthy, they're supposed to be like this year. I said they would be. I think I picked them as a 4 seed when I had a prediction early on before we even started this pod, because we started this pod on the new year. But when the NBA season started, I had them like going being a 4 seed. They always fucking get hurt, bro. And it's getting to a point where I was, you know what, I'm not going to do they get hurt every year hard because, like, you know, injuries happen to every team, to the best or the worst. And I've been watching their games, bro. I don't know what happened to Terry Stotts, but now it's turned into go to hell ball with Dame and CJ. Maybe kick the ball out to Melo when you can. And it ain't working, bro. I think they need a new coach. regardless, the article has come out on the Athletic. It's according to Athletic, according to Shams, where basically Terry Stotts is gone regardless if they make the playoffs or not. He's basically out of here. So
yeah. So because me and you, I feel like we talked about it last time we recorded about how with CJ and Dame, it's kind of like your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn, and it's like crazy jump shot. Okay, cool. Let's try that again. So it's always like they can't get the ball down low because they've had 2 or 3 good big men in the past year. 2 years or so. Hassan Whiteside is just tall.
He played.
That's all I can say about him.
He was decent, but then obviously Nurkic and Nurkic came around and they just happened to play better than Whiteside. So
right, yeah. So it's one of those things where it's just like they didn't get the ball down low, and it's just like, all right, man. So, yeah, we can make it read because with Terry Stotts, I said either they gotta switch the system up or go faster, and in that case, you got to get rid of him
or trade either Dame or CJ, which Dame is not going, and CJ. I don't think they want to trade CJ either. They still want to try it. So I think you're gonna just have this is the next best option is to fire Terry Stotts and try to see what coach can make them both fit.
Yeah, and I'll let Marcel go. My mindset, and so I'll talk about both coaches now. I'll let Marcel go to cap off the show. With Terry, you got to get rid of him. And I think you got to go with either Mike Woodson or you got to go with Mike Brown. You need somebody that pushes the ball, a coach that'll push the ball up the tempo. I think Mike Woodson would be great for that just because we saw what he did with the Knicks on that Melo team. And he had all the shooters around. Like, what's that double check? Steve Novak, the double check.
Steve Novak. He had it this year too. And they were starting to shoot. But Mike Woodson's going he's going to Indiana though, so he's out.
Really? They already confirmed?
Yeah, he left the Knicks because the Indiana was looking for a coach because Tom Crean left, and then they offered Mike Woodson the deal for Indiana for the University of Indiana because remember he went there. I think he won a championship with Bob Knight.
He's from Indiana.
Yeah, he's from Indiana. Yeah. So he won with he played under Bob Knight. He's an Indiana alum. Like he's well loved amongst the people there. Excuse me. So when Tom Crane left, I remember reading up on it, they offered Mike Woodson the deal, and he wanted to take it, but he was like, I don't know if I want to take this because, I'm with the Knicks. Like, they had the deal, but, he talked to Dolan and he talked to the front office, and they said, man, fuck it, bro, just go. Like, listen, man, you wanted to do what you wanted to do, bro. Like, he was honest. He said, listen, this is a dream of mine. Like, if you want me to uphold the contract, I'll hold the contract, but And he said, all right, cool. And they actually let him out of his contract. No issue, no nothing. The Knicks are actually being a respectful franchise and letting people do what they want to do. So he's in Indiana. He's going to be in Indiana. I think it's like a 6-year deal too. So, yeah, Mike Woods is going to be Mike Woods is going to be a college coach for the next 5-6 years.
Okay, shouts out to him then. That's where all the money is anyway.
For sure. But Marcel, what you got? What you got about Terry Stotts and Budenholzer?
Not too much, man. I really don't give a fuck about these NBA coaches.
I don't give a fuck about these Yahoo coaches.
Another deal.
Nah, man. I'm gonna say too about Mike Budenholzer. I say it every year, and I know Milwaukee. It's weird because this. The last 2 years, Milwaukee had the best record in the East and did nothing. And I kept saying, like, I don't trust Mike Budenholzer in the playoffs because he makes no adjustments. And he had the Hawks. He had all those Hawks that had 88. They were like a poor Detroit Pistons where they had 5 All-Stars and won 60 games and they didn't do shit with it.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike Budenholzer, for some reason, doesn't like to make adjustments when it's necessary. But in a weird way, this year with the Bucks, their record doesn't show it, but they're actually a better team with Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday has made a difference for them, so I'm interested to see what he does because, granted, Drew Holiday did sign the extension with Milwaukee, so he's going to be there with Giannis and Chris Middleton. So We'll see if the holiday signing either pushes them over to the edge or gets them to the finals for once, and maybe Mike Budenholzer could finally make some adjustments and be a good coach. So I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. I think if they don't make the conference finals, like if they were to get eliminated in the first round, I wouldn't be surprised if we were to get fired. But I think now that weirdly enough, the Bucks, like I said, the record doesn't show, but they're weirdly a better team this year than last year for some reason. Like I don't know. With Drew Holiday, like they could be an issue with some of the signings they made. But we'll, like I said, we'll see what happens in the playoffs because for some reason, when it comes to the playoffs and pivotal moments, like the Heat had their number last year, and the years and years before, it's turned into Giannis trying to do halfback dives for 4 quarters, and just teams literally waiting for him to drive. So, with the sign, like I said, we'll see what they have this year. They could go over the hump, but I'm not sure yet. I think Terry Stotts is going to go there regardless, whether they make the playoffs or not. They have to do something because they don't want to. It looks like they don't. Dame is saying that it looks like they don't want to trade CJ McCollum right now. So something has to be taken up for the Portland Blazers to do something. Because unfortunately, yes, we can go with the bad luck injury wave because like I said, every year it's always somebody who gets hurt. It's either CJ gets hurt like he did this year, Nurkic got hurt all of last year and this year. Then obviously White. I think even Whiteside was hurt. They have these weird spells, the Blazers, every year where either one really good play, either it's CJ or a key player on the team gets hurt, and it just ruins any potential that they possibly have of being a top 4 seed. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, for me, if I had to bet, Terry Stotts is gonna go before Budenholzer. I think Budenholzer finally has a team with 3 max contract guys that they threw money to that are going to be there for the next 4 to 5 years, including Giannis. So we'll see what happens with Mike Budenholzer. But Terry Stotts, I think, is gone. But it's crazy. I just talked for Yaku coaches for 5 minutes. All right, man. Let's get into the real. Let's get into the real highlight, man. So yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. So Banks decided, and I'm gonna say this is Banks' idea because I don't really think about this, but. We don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo like the white people do. The day it's the national holiday because if you didn't know, the real Mexican Day of Independence is September 16th. You know what I'm saying? The more you know if you didn't know that. But let's talk about the greatest Mexican workers ever, man. I'll let y'all go though first. We're gonna get the obvious one out, man. Shout out to Rey Mysterio. Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero.
619. Pudaka.
That's my dog,
sounds
man.
like that for sure.
Rey Mysterio sound like the Joker. Rey Mysterio sound like Christian Bale in Dark Knight Rises, bro.
You sound like Dominic Pence if you voice that low.
Yo, what's up with you, dog?
That man really be out here trying to wear LVs, bro.
That's Rey Mysterio, bro. That man got Gucci masks.
Remember last year they was heating up him and his wife. They was talking about they be shopping on Canal Street, New York.
Oh yeah. They was trying to clown him because she was wearing custom LV shit.
And I was like, bro, he been wrestling for literally 30 years. If he buying fake LV, like, bro, what we doing? I'm pretty sure he can afford like real LV at this point.
Yeah.
Bro, he got Mexican pesos. He probably got Mexican pesos from when he was wrestling when he was fucking 15 and shit that he could buy you with.
Exactly,
that man been wrestling wrestling professionally technically since he was 14, for 30 years and he's only 45, which is insane.
Yeah, he been wrestling since he was 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. He was Colibri, that was his name. At first, and then he was Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yep.
And then they gave him the Rey Mysterio name when he came to WWE. When he went to WWE.
That's kind of feel like that's a little bit disrespectful for his uncle. You might as well put the junior.
I think
there.
maybe his, but then again, maybe his uncle kind of gave him the. Because he came back with the mask. Because remember, he came back with the mask, which was like supposed to be disrespectful, but maybe he probably got the blessing. So they probably knew WCW's on some fuck shit. They're like, man, these fucking gringos don't know what they doing, man. These fucking gringos don't know what they doing, man. Well, it's all right, man. We'll give you a pass, bro. But shout out to Ray. Hey man, that was a nasty time, bro. He was still killing them, but that was a nasty time when Rey Mysterio was wearing devil horns. He was looking like Devil Jin in Tekken 6 with fucking Jinko Jean overalls.
The 50 Animals.
He was looking like a crazy taxi character.
The 50 Animals. Billy Kidman, come on, crazy ass. Who else is in that group?
Torrey Wilson.
Conan
Fool.
Conan Fool. Orale. Man. Conan Mexican like John, like everybody thinks John Leguizamo Puerto Rican.
Wait, John Leguizamo Puerto Rican?
Bruh. No, he's not Puerto Rican, bro. He's fucking Colombian.
I was about to say Cuban. All right.
Man, fuck John Leguizamo. Anyways.
Marcel, you go ahead.
I got Danny Tedro. That's his pronouncing last name?
Danny Trejo?
Yeah.
Danny Tedro? Why? He wrestled when?
No, I'm talking about the greatest Mexican worker.
You talking about just general?
Are we talking about wrestling or are we talking about like just in general?
Fuck it. Whatever you want it to be.
Oh,
whatever you want it to be, my brother.
At this point.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that motherfucker, he's in every movie shit. He have a small role, but he's in a lot of movies.
Shout out Baby Joker from next Friday. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Baby Joker.
Baby Joker. But for wrestler wise, Rey Mysterio is the greatest. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably one of the greatest Mexican wrestlers of all time.
I mean, definitely. Shout out to Eddie. Rest in peace to Eddie Guerrero.
Juventud Guerrero.
Shout out to the Hoovy Juice. The Hoovy Juice, bro.
Juventud. I said Juventud. Yeah, Juventud Guerrero, man. He was no disrespect to that man, but he was a cokehead too.
He was a heroin head too, I think.
God damn.
I think
he was doing the flips.
Nah, he was no. You know what's crazy? He was actually cool. It was when after WCW did when he started like.
Yeah. He started going.
Then remember there was what was the shit? What was it that he was in Australia and he was wilding out? Remember that story? Have you heard that story about Juventud Guerrero? I
just know that
he was either coked up like some. Hold on, man. I'm about to look for that shit.
I'm not gonna say there's one person name because Banks don't like this man because he's a nasty fellow. He is nasty as hell though. I ain't gonna say his name though, but Banks is.
Who?
Alberto Del Rio.
Man, fuck Alberto.
He's cornball. Yeah.
I can put over. I was trying to make Banks bad.
He can work, but he's a cornball.
He's a nasty man.
He a nasty man. He a weirdo. So fuck Alberto Del Rio, bro. You know what's crazy? I actually. You know what's weird? I actually never liked Alberto Del Rio, even when he gave me five. Like he gave us like good wrestling match. I'm like, yo, this not about I don't like. And after all these years, I was like, bruh, I knew I was right.
Yeah, he's a nasty man.
He definitely is a nasty man. But let's chat. Hold on. I'm gonna find the Hoodoo Guerrero story. Where was
it? What was that group that he was in WWE? It was him, Super Crazy, and
the Mexicools, that racist ass group.
Yeah, that shit problematic, bro.
They was coming in lawnmowers.
Son, how you got Super Crazy on a lawnmower, bro? Now, granted, Super Crazy looked like Nacho Libre.
All right, bro. You got
it. And I used to, bro. Listen, bro. I was there when ECW was on the Spanish station at 2 a.m. Okay, so if we want to talk about ECW, I'll go back to ECW because ECW did show love to all the Mexicans before WCW did.
Yeah,
WCW did bring to the national stage. But they had Super Crazy looking like Nacho Libre on a lawnmower, bro. I don't know who called to the book for that. I don't know. I want to blame Bruce Pritchard for that or Vince McMahon.
Come on, you gotta
Vince.
play Vince, bro. Vince is racist as hell.
But bro,
He hate Mexicans, bro.
I'm
Vince
not
hate
surprised.
Mexicans.
I'm not surprised. Super Crazy came down the ring singing "Encarnacion," like to the movie.
I am singing at the party.
Oh my gosh.
Like, bruh, that shit was crazy. But man, listen, man, I'm the greatest Mexican worker. Let's bring something up, man. Shout out to La Parka. I think he's LA.
Oh, the chairman. Shout out to La Parka. Yeah.
Shout out to Psychosis.
Yep.
And they had Psychosis unmasked, and he was looking like a fucking. He looked like he was part of Selena y Los Dinos. They had him looking like a Selena Bam. I'm like, bro, come on, give him his mask back. What are you doing, bro? Why do we have these men going down the ring in lawnmowers?
They was turned. They had the leg over the lawnmower and shit too.
Bro, I remember. Bro, that's what the ruthless aggression era. Yeah, that was.
They had them coming down to the ring and fucking like Selena como la flor and shit. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on, man.
If they would have did a backflip off the lawnmower like he used to do on Tajiri, problematic.
JBL was disrespecting.
Of course. Oh no, he's about to border toss down.
Bruh, have you ever heard? I think something of Russell they explained like they were wrestling in El Paso and like, bruh, they had to take JBL like by police escort, bruh, because they wrestled in El Paso at the time when he was starting to talk all that crazy shit about Eddie Guerrero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. They said they had to get that man a police escort, bro.
Shit, the police probably is gonna turn on him. The police out of Mexico be corrupt.
In fucking El Paso, Texas, they're about to kill that man.
Oh yeah, innocent El Paso, hell yeah, bro. Like, nah, they about to get him out of here. All that,
but
I'm a Texas man. All that bullshit. No, they all right. Bet.
Nah, dog. We're gonna have that honest conversation about JBL one day too. But anyways,
he's a redneck piece of shit. What else I gotta say?
No, oh no, we'll get into it. Shout out, and then shout out to the Mexican wrestlers, man. Shout out to my. I think it's the best mask. Even though it's Sorry Mysterio, I think the Tinieblas mask is my favorite. I don't know if you ever seen that mask before. He used to wrestle back in the day, though. Tinieblas, yeah, Spanish for darkness.
I don't think I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I never saw him before either.
You never seen that mask?
S.A. Rios.
Yo, S.A. Rios is good. A.K.A. El Aguila.
Yeah, the light heavyweight champ.
He did have a WrestleMania match.
He was with Lita too, but when he got the TNA, that motherfucker was fat.
He's fat. I'll make him bleed. I gotta get that drop. Yo, is Lita Mexican? I don't think so. She from South Carolina. I don't think no Mexican people out there.
Nah, she just wrestled in Mexico.
She just let me see. Yeah, I don't think she is.
No, I think she did. She did for a little while because she was in ECW.
She did.
And then
she was out of shape. And somebody told her to get in shape.
Can we shout out Bailey?
Of course.
Wait, she's Mexican?
Yeah, she's Mexican. Yeah.
Oh shit! Shout out to I did not know that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's a white Mexican though.
Okay.
She's a white Mexican.
Yeah, Lita she ain't nowhere near Spanish. She from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, bro. So she just spicy white, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't show. Hold on.
Shout out to the whole Guerrero family though.
Absolutely.
All of them. Chavo, Mondo, Chavo Classic.
Chavo Classic.
Chavo Classic, yes sir.
I just know about Chavo Classic when he was when he was filming Chavo.
That shit was fun, bro.
For the cruiserweight belt.
Yeah, yo, that shit was funny, bro. Shout out
Bailey from San Jose, yeah, she Mexican as fuck.
She Mexican as hell, yeah.
Rest in peace to Pedro Aguayo. We will not discuss that incident, but rest in peace to him.
And she thick as hell, so you never mind.
What? Wait, what?
Huh? Nah,
This nigga's big.
I said he said Bailey Mexican. I said, and she thick as hell. That's how you know, boy.
Bro.
That ass is rebunculous. But let's move on.
Shout out to El Dandy. No.
And Jardis, he about to face that GOAT pretty soon.
That nasty man.
Yeah, he is a nasty man.
And Jardis, what he do?
No, we talking about your guy.
Oh,
nah, he got 2 matches right coming up.
I don't know. Well, they didn't make it official yet, but it's gonna be official soon though. But so I
think he about to start wearing the mask too, Andrade.
Maybe, but he made that promo. He didn't have a mask on. I figured he'll probably put that mask on. I figured he'd put the mask on if he did that promo, but I don't think he is.
They bogus as hell for not having no subtitles up there. I ain't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna call Nelson, but like, bro, what he say? But Nelson speak Puerto Rican Spanish, so.
No, bro, you an asshole, bro. I can understand regular Spanish, but he just said, bro, I'm coming back to Mexico and I'm gonna fight Alberto Del Rio.
No. They're not that nasty, man. Ew. No, we're talking about the GOAT, the belt collector.
No,
he fighting that Canadian that dressed like Kevin Samuels.
Hey, shout out to Kenny Omega, man. I fucks with you.
Fucking dude.
He fighting that Canadian that got the Blanche from Golden Girls curls.
Hey, man. We're gonna talk about Kenny Omega next week. So
nah, we're gonna end this episode without defining about that.
No, I got an idea. We're gonna say that because I got an idea, Nelson.
Oh God, we really.
I know somebody else that's an AEW guy, and he is Kenny Omega guy, and we got into it. So I need that 2-on-1, bro. I like that 2-on-1.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
Hey, shouts out to Bella Danger and Keisha Gray. I like that 2-on-1.
In the words of one Dr. Umar, I beg your pardon.
I know I just hit the level 3 kundum when I said that by mentioning both of them white women, but I seen them 2-on-1 flicks they be having.
Hey
man, I don't watch you coobs, so
you a damn lie. You watch Kenny Omega, crazy. You can watch porn, bro.
I'm talking about porn though. I don't mess with
if you watch AEW, you definitely watch porn.
Oh my
God! Who is this other AEW fan?
I have them on. We're gonna talk off air. If I can get them, this shit about to be a classic, another classic, just like this episode.
I'm just gonna sit there. I'm just gonna sit in the back and I'm just gonna comment.
I'm gonna say right now. AEW right now is going crazy. This fucking last 3 Raw episodes been booty ass cheeks. Ass. And y'all know that shit too. AEW right now is going crazy. This last episode, the ending was shitty, but prior episode was great. And y'all know that Raw shit been stupid as fuck. Y'all know that. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, I got you. I'm sending a text message out right now. I'm gonna run both of y'all fade, bro.
Listen, bro. I'm just gonna be there. I'm just gonna be there paying attention. That's all.
Yeah, no, I'm about to bar them up, bro.
But also, I just wanted to say also in regards to Mexican wrestlers, man. Shout out Beto Aguirre Jr. Shout out to his pops as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Damian 666.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. You remember Damien from LWO? He was like a really good Mexican wrestler.
Yeah, he was a WCW. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I got my LWO shirt in the closet. I think
shout out to, of course, bro. We shout out to all the girls except for the main dog. Shout out to Gory Guerrero. May rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mil Mascaras. Shout out to Santos. Shout out to Hijo Dos Santos. You know, Grand Metalik is still doing his thing.
I ain't heard that name in a while.
Listen, bro.
Tito Santana? You forget? Hey, he's probably one of the goats.
I think he's Cuban, ain't
he? Is he?
I don't know. I ain't trying to get stabbed. You better clarify it.
Let me check though.
Shout out to Charlotte Flair.
Bro, what's up with you, dog? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, man, she probably got some Spanish in her.
Charlotte Flair.
She probably got some Spanish with her. It's crazy.
Oh man. Yes. Oh shit.
I mean, Tito Santana's from Texas. Tito Santana's from Texas, but
and he's a Spanish teacher too, but that doesn't mean nothing.
A Spanish teacher?
Yeah, he's a Spanish teacher right now.
Oh, okay. Right now? I didn't know he was alive, bro.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
yeah, he's now a Spanish teacher at Eisenhower Middle School in Roxbury Township, New Jersey, where he lives with his wife and 3 kids.
Oh, he probably was the dude that got cussed out. Remember in that little video when the dude was talking, the teacher was talking to somebody in the crowd, called him a racial slur? That probably was Tito Santana.
And he also teaches wrestling classes.
Okay.
Probably should body drop.
Nah, you about
motherfucker.
to you about to make a joke. You about to make a joke correlation. We're not gonna do that on this holiday, sir.
No, I'm like, bro, you can't have these kids like bumping on like a bare mat. They're gonna get CTE instantly.
Somebody got to teach them.
I don't know. I hope it's a wrestling ring.
Would you rather be him or Jimmy? Never mind.
Jerry Lawler? No, he'll go crazy.
I said the other J word, Jimmy, but never mind. Okay.
All right, bro.
No, we're not gonna get. Listen, bro, we got dark with Carmelo Sheisty back in blood. I'm not trying to get that dark. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how we go, boy. Yeah, that cover. Yeah, that cover.
You gotta put the back. You gotta put the back in blood instrumental when we talk about that shit. Anyways, Oh man. All right. So last but not least, we have to end this pod. I know this has been a long-winded pod, but this shit is fucking hilarious, bro.
No, this has been hilarious, bro.
Hilarious. So to end this episode, let's talk about Dark Side of the Ring. Season 3 premieres actually tonight. If you're watching this, which was Thursday, May 9th. Or May, what the hell is wrong? May 6th, bro. I don't even know what the date is. I'm all May 6th.
That's all right.
Bro.
Time is an illusion anyway, brother.
Nah, this week has been such a drag, bro. I'll be forgetting days. But May 6th. So, if you don't know about Dark Side of the Ring, probably if you watch this, you know, it's a show on Vice where they talk about basically more infamous moments and more of the, obviously, hence Dark Side of the Ring, the dark moments of wrestling history. So with this season, the Brian Pillman episode they've released on YouTube already, which is the last part. Part 2 of Brian Pillman premieres tonight, or Thursday, May 6th on Vice. There are 15 episodes. I don't know if you have them up, Banks.
I can bring it up.
Yeah, I don't know if you could.
No, I got you. All right, give me 1 second. I got you right now. What the fuck is this?
I'm very interested in the Playwright from Hell episode. I heard that one's going to be very controversial. So
which one you said, Marcel?
The Plane Ride from Hell.
With Vince McMahon, Kurt Angle, and all them was going dummy off the perks.
Yep. Yeah, I heard the producer said that it was he was talking to I can't think of his fucking name. I got a brain fart right now.
Because it was, I think JBL the Cracker was on there. I think
Ric Flair was on there. Yeah, because Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar was wrestling, I believe. Or no, it was Kurt Hennig. It was Kurt Hennig or Kurt Angle, one of them two.
Kurt Hennig was Kurt. I think it was Mr. Perfect was like fucking around and like.
That's the same one where Kurt Angle was wrestling with Vince, and then Undertaker choked out Kurt Angle.
Yeah. And then Ric Flair was in his robe, butt naked, touching the people and shit.
Yeah, Ric Flair was wilding, but there's usually 8 episodes each season, but this is gonna be a much longer. This is gonna be a much longer season. There's 14 episodes, I think. Yeah, 14. So if you want to read them all.
I got you, brother. I'm trying to bring it up right now because the fucking is when you just Google something, I just need a list. They not giving me a list. They giving me all these articles. I just want the goddamn list of the episodes. I shouldn't have did that during pre-production. If anybody have it, please send it to my DM.
I have it up. My fault. I thought I had sent it, but maybe I just didn't. But yeah, I got them. So the Dark Side. This is from the official Dark Side of the Ring Twitter that lists the following topics. So Brian Pillman, we're talking about the loose cannon Brian Pillman. There's a two-part episode. If you haven't watched part 1, it's already on YouTube, and part 2 was going to be the premiere episode for on Vice TV. Kind of how they did the Chris Benoit episode last for season 2. Then there's the episode on Nick Gage, the Collision in Korea, which is the 1995, which was a pay-per-view event in North Korea, which was in WCW and New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I think that's like one of like the 5 pay-per-views like out of the whole library that isn't on the network, right? If I remember correctly.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I don't think it's on. I know that one isn't, and the one everybody kind of tries to talk about that wasn't on the network was when, I don't know if you ever heard of this, when Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
You might hear about Marcel. You've heard of when Worlds Collide?
I think I heard that one before. I believe so.
Which is a crazy one. Like that's when Eddie Guerrero was at Art Bar. Rest in peace, Art Bar, who was on the Frog Splash from. Rey Mysterio was in that. Was in like I think in a cage match. I think I got to read the card again, but that is a crazy card. I watched it once or twice. I don't know if it's on YouTube anymore, but if you could find it, I would suggest, or if you're listening to this, go watch WCW AAA when Worlds Collide. It's in
it was AAA? Oh.
It was AAA. It was in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when WCW was doing cards with other people. This was a Collision in Korea was another one, but this is when they were doing it with New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're doing an episode on the Ultimate Warrior, Grizzly Smith, Dynamite Kid,
Real
Johnny
quick,
King. What's up?
I'm sorry, brother. So for the people that don't know who Grizzly Smith is, allegedly he's Jake the Snake Robert's father. Allegedly. If I'm not mistaken, I think that is his father. But it's it's some wild shit behind that. I'll just leave it at that. So when that episode comes around, I'll talk about it. But yeah.
That's gonna be that's an episode I was a little like, I don't know if I want to really see this because we know we kind of lived it. But the Grizzly Smith one, I've heard about the stories even from Jay Roberts himself, and that's gonna be a very uncomfortable episode. Dynamite Kid, Johnny, like I said before. Yeah, Dynamite Kid. Yep.
No. I'm reading like on this Grizzly Smith guy.
Yeah.
I'm reading something.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah. That is going to be that's going to be that's going to be an episode that's going to be uncomfortable. The Dynamite
Kid, it'll tell you why Jake the Snake is the way he is.
The way he is. Yeah. Okay.
So what we'll do is, I think, Banks, we should do this. Like, if we watch the episodes, we talk about it. We'll have like a little segment to talk about every episode. But Dynamite Kid, Johnny K9, aka Bruiser Bedlam, Vince McMahon's 1994 trial in regards to the steroids.
That's gonna be good.
FMW, the plane ride from hell, which we know about the famous WWE flight back from the European tour back in 2002, which we referenced before. Luna Vachon, Extreme Pro Wrestling XPW, and Chris Kanyon.
Chris Kanyon.
That one's gonna be hard to watch as well.
That's gonna be a hard one to watch too. But you want to go ahead and comment, go ahead.
Really?
Yeah, because the thing is, so he was bullied by that. If I'm not mistaken, JBL once again, but I believe that no good piece of shit, Hardcore Holly, who from the OC. He's from Orange County, so I was like, all right, that makes more sense. He ain't from Alabama. He's from the OC, which is basically the Alabama of the West Coast or the Florida.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Well, I'm not gonna say this because you're younger, but you know about Chris Kanyon.
I know Chris Kanyon. Right?
Yeah. But and then he killed himself. Well, he committed suicide. Excuse me. That's a very a cruel way to say him. I apologize, not to trigger anybody, but
we know what you mean, brother.
he was more or less, he was more or less bullied by,
I didn't know that.
There has been reports and stories from different people and different personnel and different, whether it was WCW or WWF, where he was. I don't know if he ever publicly came out, or they kind of hinted and thought he was, and they tried to kind of use that against him in weird ways. There's been a weird fuzzy history in regards to that whole thing, but it was mostly because of depression that led to it, but that could have stemmed from it. So there's a lot of
okay, so I'm reading something. Is one reason why I see he may have been bullied because of what he was. Okay,
no, that's mainly what it was.
Okay,
nothing more, nothing less. It was because of his sexual preference.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, because he didn't really talk about it in public. And then it kind of got discovered, and they kind of realized it, or sensed it, I guess, or maybe they just they kind of just picked up on how he was, and he was more or less bullied or ridiculed for his preference. So
mainly in the WWF, and then when he left the WWF because he couldn't get work, he's essentially blacklisted. He had to work the indies, and then that's when he got bullied. He couldn't do what he wanted to do, which led to depression, which made him take his own life. So let's say when he was in WCW, we didn't hear too many problems about that in particular. Maybe, of course you probably hear some jokes here and there, but it feels like more so when he got to WWF, which makes a lot more sense. You got fucking these two sons of bitches probably going off the rigs because you're gonna let they better than me. You gonna let JBL bully me? Fine, we just gonna run a fade every single day.
Right.
Hardcore Holly, you from the OC. You get socked out every day, bro, from just being from the OC in general.
Hey, that's why Brock Lesnar broke his neck.
Yeah, like, bro, you out here trying to bully people. So mainly, let's just put the blame on WWF, all right? Because WCW, or it just amounted from WCW to WWF to him getting blacklisted from the industry because they found out while he was in the WWF about his sexual preference, and then they got out to the indies, and we know how the indies could be, where all the nasty motherfuckers are really at the bottom of the barrel in wrestling. Most of them are in wrestling in the indies for a reason, because they can get away with a lot of shit. Shouts out to that fucker Joey Ryan. Fuck yourself, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a nasty man too.
Ryan. But
that's
especially, sorry to get into this, but
I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, this is going to be this season, I think, because the first two were obviously, there were a couple ones that I didn't really, I read about maybe briefly or passed on, or read and passed, like the Dino Bravo story was actually a good episode to me, which is pretty crazy. If y'all remember that one. There's a bunch, but they obviously covered the big ones like the Montreal Screwjob, and obviously Ben Watch Out. I'm shocked they covered so early, but these episodes in this one, they're gonna be some uncomfortable ones. Like the Grizzly Smith one, I don't know if I could watch that one. That one's gonna be hard watch. The Johnny K9 one, I even just put on Wikipedia, and his story's pretty wild. The FMW one, for some reason, I don't know if they want to appease the Smarks in this season, because FMW and XPW are more or less about similar things. Even though XPW, the ending, or what how that promotion went down is pretty wild. Like, I was actually reading about the case the other day, which I don't know, Marcel, if you know about the XPW case, but that was crazy. So
I just know about XPW because they invaded ECW one time. I really don't know much about them.
Oh yeah, so they did. That is the truth. They did invade ECW because that was a time when they were based out of Cali, and then they were trying to go east. And basically, when ECW was done for, they'll probably explain it in the Dark Side of the Ring, but it's interesting because, like, basically XPW kind of tried to take over ECW in regards to the arena too. Because if you remember, ECW arena it's a bingo hall in Fifth.
Yeah.
So they end up buying. I think they either bought the arena or they bought the lease to the arena for 1 year, which basically kind of like knocked ECW out of the ECW arena. So there was that whole situation, and then from then on, I think it was the owner, the owner was married to a porn star or some shit like that. It's a weird story. It's a weird ass story. And then they got in trouble for like the porn shit they were doing. And then that basically, because of them getting tied up with that, they basically got to shut it down. And it was basically like extreme base. Like they would do death matches and do the barbed wire shit and the light pole match and all types of crazy shit.
Yeah,
basically, for a while, they actually more or less had ECW guys going wrestling for XPW instead of actual like XPW talent they did have. But yeah, Nick Gage, I've heard about. I don't really, honestly, never really cared for his matches. I don't know if you know about Nick Gage by any chance.
I saw his stuff on YouTube. He's a very, very bloody wrestler.
Yeah. I mean, the ones I really want to watch are like Plane Ride from Hell.
XPW.
I'm really interested in that Chris Canyon one now. Even though it's going to be very sad, I didn't ever know about that. So I'm really, really interested in that one. So
yeah. Me, XPW.
Okay, Banks, my fault.
No, you good. I'll just go through it real quick. I'm gonna watch the Brian Pillman part 2 because I watched the first one. I'm gonna watch the Dynamite Kid because he used to be on the shits. He used to be running fade. He had small man complex. Definitely Ultimate Warrior because I want to know how much coke he was doing to cut them promos. The Plane Ride from Hell. Might watch Luna's. The Steroid Trials. I'm gonna watch that. XPW. Didn't they were supposed to have one? So the Johnny, I was about to say Johnny Cage. Nick Cage, isn't he the one that did that match with what's the old boy name from Ready to Rumble and Scream? David Arquette. Then he had that match with David Arquette, and he ended up cutting the fuck out of David Arquette. And
that's
David Arquette's the white man punching him.
Yeah, he took the shit out of him like with a light tube or some shit. But I think I'm pretty sure that's the XPW episode, I think. Okay. It's either XPW or the Nick Gage episode. I'm not sure. But for me, go ahead, Banks. I don't know if you were done.
No, all I was going to say is, because David Arquette, they showed in the preview, he got hit with them light bulbs, and he started to do the white man grapple. You know, when they can't, most white people can't fight. So look, they do that little 3 o'clock, meet me outside type grapple, the little hockey joint. That's all he did.
Yeah, where they fucked up. Yeah.
Fucking asshole. They start grabbing on you, bro. Throw these 2 pieces at you as soon as you try to grab me.
Definitely. For me, I mean, the Brian Pillman, the first part was so crazy. I don't know what the hell they're going to talk about for part 2, honestly. I mean, it's probably going to talk more about what happened with his family after he passed. But Collision in Korea, I'm interested in watching. The Ultimate Warrior one, I mean, we kind of know about his life, but I mean, let's see what else they talk about. Plane Ride from Hell, I'm interested to watch the Steroid Trials. To keep it a buck with you, the XPW and FMW ones, I kind of really don't. I'm gonna watch them, but deathmatch wrestling, I've never really hit for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not because I'm scared of it. It's just because like I'm like, all right, whatever. Like you're just smacking people with light poles. Like, okay, I guess. Like if I wanted to do that, I could just go play Mortal Kombat. But
because I used to watch that shit when I was a kid, bro. That was it.
That shit don't do nothing, bro. Like, oh shit, this guy's leaking over light poles. Luna. I mean, the Luna Vachon. Like, we kind of know our Luna Vachon story, but it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see like the Chris Canyon and Vachon stuff. Like, that's gonna be interesting because I think the Chris Canyon episode, considering what we talked about, what he was dealing with, that may shine a light on like the whole LTD GQ community and kind of how it's kind of starting to get slowly but surely embraced, just like the world has embraced it, but more so like with wrestling. But it'll be interesting. There's a lot of interesting parts, like of stuff that were infamous that we haven't learned about that we didn't want to learn more about, and then some that was like, oh shit, I remember when this happened. Like that have been not really vague, but they haven't really been discussed as much or have been brought to a mainstream light as they're doing now with Dark Side of the Ring. So, but have y'all seen Pillman Part 1?
Nah, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Oh boy. So I won't spoil it for you, Marcel, but it's a lot, bro. Like it goes into everything because I don't know. You probably know who Brian Pillman is. Like,
Oh yeah,
I feel
I
bad
know
saying
Brian.
this because you're younger than me, but like,
No, like I said, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Yeah, I know about.
So you know about
Hollywood Blondes and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets into that. It gets into the whole him, going to WWF and ECW. Like it gets into all that, but then like with his family history, bro. Like Banks, you watched it. That shit was crazy, bro.
White trash.
Yeah, ain't he from Cincinnati?
He's Cincinnati, yeah. Yeah, but like
did they interview Did they interview Brian Pillman Jr.?
Yep.
Okay.
They interview all the kids. They interview Junior. They interview his There's one daughter that she had from like an affair. Like literally a woman like at the waterfront, and then like she was pregnant with his kid. Like when he had his daughter, and I feel bad, I forget her name. What was her name, bro? Danielle, right? Melanie's his wife. Yeah, Danielle, his other daughter. And then they talk about the mother, like Danielle's mom, and like how they dealt with he and Brian Pillman, like the mother, Brian Pillman Jr.'s mom, like how their history happened, and like, bro, she all fucked up, and like bro, it's a crazy story. It's an insane story, bro. Like it's crazy. They only got to with part 1. It was really the beginning of his life, which he had a hard life going into. Where does it end actually? It ends when he passed away, obviously, right, Banks? Is that what it was?
Part 2, I would guess that's probably when it ends.
It's like, yeah,
that seems to be the case with most ex-WWF workers, and they just die.
Right. It kind of went. Marcel, I've seen the first 2 parts of the Benoit episode. It kind of ties into. They kind of did like the Benoit episode, like Benoit from because Benoit part 1 ends. They kind of ended it where he basically did what he did, and we're not going to talk about that, but they kind of go into that, and then I guess part 2 will be more the aftermath and the family and what happened with that. But like that shit is bro, Marcel. That shit is crazy. Like when you watch that shit, like hit me up and I will talk about it because bro.
Yeah, most
like, I know he was wilding, but Brian Pillman was wilding, bro. But yeah, man. So
you're like the last pure heart dungeon worker, like the last one to be trained, and Edge and Christian came, but they was training about like the Dory Funks and all them. But Brian Pillman was like the last one. Or one of the few before we needed Teddy Hart Dark Side of the Ring. That's what we do need.
Oh my God. Bro,
he was on crack.
He was on crack. Oh shit, man. But yeah, man. So I mean, check out Dark Side of the Ring on Vice. I think the episodes go on YouTube too. I know Pillman Part 1 is on YouTube now. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I watched that crazy ass New Jack episode.
Classic.
Hey man, that shit was crazy too. But yeah, man. So y'all got anything else to touch on? I think we touched on everything. It was a pretty jam-packed episode today.
Oh, wait. They need to do Nasty Man Pat Patterson one too.
No, they don't.
No, they need to touch on that.
No, sir.
He was a nasty man. Fuck
you. Talking about 2-on-1s? No, sir.
Nah, I don't want to hear about Pat Patterson being in the Range Rover.
Shit, stretch limo.
He's a nasty man, bro. Nah, they need to touch on that, bro.
They don't need to touch on it. See, you keep saying these words. No, he was doing a lot of touching.
He was.
No, we don't want to. I don't want to hear it. No,
but at the same time, though, we know that
we don't need one. I'm sorry, Marcel.
We know that's Vince Man, and they did, they touched on the Fabulous Mulan stuff, but that shit right there, fuck him.
Yeah, that's what he would have said to you. That's why we don't need it.
Hey,
I was
yo.
about to say something problematic, but I'm like, I ain't gonna say that.
What's
Bruh.
up with y'all? Yo, what's up with y'all?
Besides
man?
what I've been saying, all right, bet.
Nah, I ain't gonna say what
What's
I
up
was
with
about to
y'all, man?
say.
What's up with y'all, man?
Boy. Hey, man, I've been wild. I think this is my second Pat Patterson reference in a year, in the past couple of months.
Yo, fuck him. He can rest. He can rest in piss. Fuck him.
Well, damn. All right. That sounds like R. Kelly's dreams.
Marcel really said, all right. Marcel really said, who I smoke Pat Patterson.
Yeah, fuck him, bro.
You don't want to smoke that pack, bro.
I don't. There's another person on that on here too. I don't really give a fuck about either, but
that pack got sugar in it.
Yeah, a lot of sugar.
Boy, a lot of zestfully clean up in that motherfucker.
Wait, who'd you say you didn't want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm about to say Ultimate Warrior too. Fuck him too.
What did he do?
I just don't like Ultimate Warrior.
Was he racist? Tell me before I watch it, because I like Ultimate Warrior.
I never cared for Ultimate Warrior. He was an asshole, a straight asshole.
Yeah, he was.
To you?
He was just an
No, he was an asshole.
Nah, he was an asshole, bro.
He was,
but at the same time, that was the era where it was like white dudes that was swole because they was taking the gimmick.
No. Even that, like before he died, he was an asshole.
No, that's what I'm saying. In the 80s, all right, so Andre the Giant had a thing where he hated mostly everybody. So if you watch the documentary on Andre the Giant, he used to beat the fuck out of people that he really didn't like. You know what I mean? Like, so that was the era in the 80s, I'm saying, where crackers really felt themselves because they was taking steroids. You know, we African, and then we got another Nelson's 50% African, fuck a quarter African, whatever. So we don't have to take steroids, all right? So that was the era when white boys had to take steroids because their genetics wouldn't allow them to get swole because they was getting bullied in high school. So when they finally get swole, they finally get some money. You got, I'm about to say some real wild shit, but you had Pat Patterson and them saying, yeah, you swole. You start feeling yourself, you know what I mean? Because they couldn't become actors. So the most part, they would go to wrestling. Like in his case, him and that Hollywood blonde jabroni, they went to WWF or they got into wrestling mainly because they were just swole. They was bodyguards and they had nothing else for them because you couldn't particularly go into Hollywood unless you was going to be like an action movie star. So he was just from that era in the 80s when white dudes think they was tough. You got to remember too, the Rocky movies was out. So little Italian motherfuckers, little white boys think they could really run a fade against an African. So he's from that era, and that's not to defend him at all. But, you know, I understand what you mean by that. I just like Ultimate Warrior because how the fuck you say load up the space shuttle with rocket fuel and blast that motherfucker in Hulk Hogan's house? And I'm like, damn, too bad that isn't true. And you could have got just him and Linda. That would have been great.
Wow. Bruh, that terrible death threat is crazy.
I didn't. That's what he said, did he? I didn't say it.
I mean, he's
all you got to
like
with Hulk Hogan. All you got to do is just treat him like Anthony Davis, brother. Step on his foot, his whole back don't explode.
Bro, we really call Anthony Davis Hulk Hogan, Zach Gallen, and Rayman, bro.
This Zach Galloway is still funny.
Zach Gallen is insane.
Oh shit!
Damn, that did kind of sound like a terroristic threat, but I didn't say it because y'all ain't gonna get me up out of here.
Hey,
everybody's
Banks,
listening.
I'm gonna send you something on Twitter. Well, maybe we can talk about
Linda
too.
Hogan. Yeah,
fuck her. Yeah, that bitch is a racist hoe. Fuck you, Linda Hogan. Suck a dick. Sorry.
Apparently she was backstage with the boys, but go ahead.
But I'm gonna send you something on Twitter. Maybe we can talk about also since we're talking about wrestling next week. So yeah, I'm gonna send you something.
Okay, cool. We're gonna try to get that guest on. If not, I'm on you, bro. And pause because you're gonna get this.
Hey, yo, you been on one tonight, my friend.
Nah, because y'all try to get me. Y'all ain't gonna get me again, bro. Y'all not gonna get me again, bro.
You set yourself up with that one, though.
Nah.
But hey, man, is that all we got? I think that's it.
This is our longest episode ever, and this is definitely top 3 probably.
Oh my god, bro.
This is definitely top 3 episode, bro. This is our longest episode ever, and it's definitely top 3. The one we had with Black Variant and Ant was fucking hilarious. But yeah, this is definitely top 3, bro. Maybe top 5. I don't know. This is definitely our longest one ever. It don't even feel like it's been that long though, which is crazy.
For real. But hey, man, another great episode of Show Your Work Volume 18, bro. Marcel, thanks again for coming on, bro. We appreciate it. We appreciate your honesty as a fan. We appreciate your contributions, bro. Carmelo and Nesty classified, bro. Hey, man.
That picture.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up one time for the one time.
That picture.
Bro, put this in.
That nigga was just there smiling.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, by tomorrow morning, y'all gonna see that as my Abby on all social media platforms. I try to show my face so people know the person that brings up all these slander in case somebody want to, you know what I mean, pop off. Y'all can see me. I ain't a hard man to find, in the words of Scott Steiner. But you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna put this Abby for the God.
Yo, let me ask you a question. Who would win in a math? If you had a math off, right? Who would win?
This picture is killing me. Hey, low key, babe. I'm about to be on the same floor you on, bro. I got to get that on a t-shirt, bro.
Yeah, nah. Hey, Nelson got it right, bro. I gotta go to Slots and Swap me get an air, bro. Somehow I gotta get this onto a t-shirt, bro.
Hey.
I might put Show Your Work logo on it. Fuck it. This is gonna be our first official t-shirt.
That made the Show Your Work podcast work forever. No, I'm kidding. Hey, I wanted to say, bro. Listen, man. I don't even know what to say anymore. This has been an incredible episode.
This has been an instant classic, bro.
Bruh. Thank you for.
I knew it was gonna be crazy.
I
knew it was gonna be jam-packed. We didn't even talk wrestling. We're gonna wait for that to next week. But bro, for it to go this long and be like straight classic, bro, that's crazy.
Hey, man.
I'm glad I'm on this episode, fellas. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate that. We talked about Carmelo Anthony, the cultural icon, on this episode, bro.
I'm keeping this up until we close. I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Yeah, you know what that picture looks like? That picture looks like I'm gonna go to hell for this. That picture looks like you can play the Bone Thugs Crossroads instrumental behind it. Which one?